We're setting to go live. There we are. Now we're live.
I got lobster ravioli too, Scott.
Nice. Welcome to the Field to the Deal live watch along podcast. We have the super agent Peter Schaffer bragging about his meals before the game. We have Scott and I over here. Between Scott and I, by the way, I don't know if this is a fun fact, Peter, for you. Between Scott and I, we have 5 Super Bowl appearances and 3 Super Bowl wins. I don't know if you knew that, Peter.
Of course I did. Yep, and I think that your help with that statistic is great. You're part of that.
Absolutely.
100%.
I'll cling on wherever I can. I'm just
right. But speaking of Super Bowl champions, as the game's starting here, it's Sean Payton going back to the scene of the crime.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Right?
Is this more like a homecoming more than the scene of the crime? Is this more like, oh, okay, here's our guy?
It's both. But at the same time, every time I think of Sean Payton Super Bowl, I think onside kick. And we can't onside kick.
That would have been a great way to come back and start the game off.
That's what I'm saying, right? Can we not onside kick it?
By the way,
not going to onside kick. You can't because you can't do it till the fourth quarter.
That's what I'm saying. That's what sucks about the new rules.
By the way, when Derek Carr is out, is his eyeliner lighter or is it just me?
I'll tell you something about the looks of this game. I love the Saints throwback jerseys.
Oh, yeah?
Love them. Look at them. The old school, you got the gold, you got the 3 stripes and then the 2 stripes. Let's go.
I love everything throwback. Everything. I'm old school. I love it.
I was at the Monday night game in New York. They had the throwback Jet jerseys. I was like, oh, these are tight. Nice. All right, so first series, Scott, right?
Okay.
Both teams need to establish themselves. The Saints last week played Tampa. So many turnovers, but they were down 28-0. They come back 28 and whatever, and then they get blown out again. Broncos, their offense really was non-existent last week. And here's what short week. How do you prepare?
Well, you got
no,
you have to stay calm, stay steady, let everybody know that you're steady. You're playing a rookie quarterback on the road at a tough place to play. I've been there, played there, all that good stuff, and it's pretty outrageous. But you just have to say you got to establish a line of scrimmage. You got to establish a run game, 100%. Have to. If not, if you're going to sit back there in the shotgun and throw every snap, then you're going to get yourself.
And the other thing it looks like Sean is doing early is simple, quick little reads for Bo. Nothing crazy.
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
Hey, Rob, your link, I tried to retweet it. Like something happened. Like it's not working.
All right, let me try it.
Yeah, I just want to throw that out. Second, hello, viewers. I just want to let y'all know.
But wait, you can't say it's not working.
I
say hello, viewers.
I got it right now.
There
it's
it
working
is.
now. Yeah, it's working now. But I'm just saying, viewers.
There's a little bit of a glitch there on the start of the platform.
Obviously, I got my Bronco alumni hat. I made the Broncos in my pick'ems, but I'm gonna be late to the game because obviously I gotta watch the Yankees.
I got them both on.
It's gonna be a good game.
I got them both. I got 2 TVs. I got Yankees on the left, Broncos on the right.
Yeah, I would be doing the both thing too if Prime Video didn't have his own app. Like, why you got that on? Y'all sitting at home.
It's getting warmer on out here. I don't know about you guys.
Sitting at home. Y'all sitting at home, man. We don't like teams that sit at home.
It just showed up in the mail finally, though. It just showed up.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Peter, what about
What's
Virginia Tech? You not watching Virginia Tech?
Well, I was watching Georgia State versus
Marshall. Georgia State versus Marshall. I seen that earlier.
You got to go to ESPN. You got to watch Virginia Tech.
Bot Tech on? Hey, who they playing?
Yeah.
Who's Bot Tech playing?
Hey, quarterback design run.
No.
Third and short. Oh, they got the 1st and 10 here. Let's go.
Next.
By the way, Scott, I don't know if you knew, but CJ and I have a friendly wager on this game. So coffee and a scone if we get 30.
Yeah, but I thought you had that last week too.
I lost that one, but then now we're even.
Okay.
Because I won the Miami Cal game. Coffee.
Okay. All right.
Double back? I didn't know we double back.
Bo Nix cannot be overthrown.
That's fine. I'm cool. I ain't running from it.
I heard you, CJ. I heard you.
I ain't running from it. I'm actually going to turn to the game right now as I got the baseball game on my phone. Let's go. Get in there.
Oh, you overshot. He had two guys there.
Bo Nix overthrows.
Why are you going to third? Pick up.
No. You got to hit that.
Oh,
you got to hit that.
My bad. I'm a real fan when it comes to these games. But we got runners on the corner. We got runners at second and first with no outs in the top of the ninth. Let's go.
You got to hit that, Bo.
Oh,
you got to hit that. You got to hit that.
Do you think he didn't know who he wanted to throw to?
No, he did. He did. He just got angry.
He just dropped the ball, CJ. In the Yankee game, they had him in run down. He dropped the ball.
Yeah, I know. I'm watching it on the pickle. He actually ran into him. If you really want to be honest,
Bo Nix
drop it. He did.
Bo Nix 3 straight poor passes.
Boom. Good start. But I'm telling you, it's a tough place to play, and he's a rookie. I mean, he's got to settle in. Has to.
And they finna review this, and that looked interesting.
Review what, the baseball play?
Yeah, because he had it in the tip of his glove, but he was in the. So Scott, you know this better than me.
He dropped it.
No, he had it in the tip of the glove, but he's in the run. He's in the baseline of the runner.
If he touches him with the ball in the glove, he's out.
Okay, that didn't happen there, so it's good. No matter if it came out outside of the catcher, we're talking third baseman.
Nope. He's got to touch him with the ball some way somehow.
Got it.
All right, so CJ, you've been on the sidelines before. Bo Nix,
I'm going to prime right now.
3-4 great plays in a row, then 3 bad passes. Do you, as a running back, go up to him and say, "Hey, Bo, we're with you"? Does a coach? Is it a quarterback coach? How do you settle a rookie quarterback down? Prime time, Thursday night game, on the road, as Scott says, in a very hostile, difficult environment.
Yeah, you just gotta get him to hey, tell him, remember your fundamentals, man. Your fundamentals are good enough. Is it you won't know? Well, as a coach, that's what you said, but as a player, that's what I would say too. I remember telling Peyton that, hey man, Peyton, just go back to the fundamentals. I don't know how you with your feet and what you do, and I don't know those things. Obviously, I didn't play the position, right? I didn't have the knowledge back then like I got on the position now. But that's kind of what I would tell Bo. Remember your fundamentals, man. Your fundamentals are good enough. When you're throwing those bad passes, you're doing those things, get back to your fundamentals and your teaching.
And then when you told Peyton, he's like, "Get the fuck out of my face, rookie."
Nah, Peyton ain't never he don't cuss at me. I will say one thing though, which is funny about PM though. He told the media, I think this is when I first started playing Pete, that when I started doing my thing, he told the media yeah, CJ, you would think CJ a vet already the way he talks and knows the game. He still got a long way to go, but you know how I am, Pete. I like to talk and know the game.
That's funny.
All right, so now we got the Broncos coming out on defense, right? Long field.
Damn, I'm in commercial. You ahead of me.
Always.
He's always ahead.
Oh, he's not. We usually on the same page, but now you're
Rob,
that's that prime video.
Are in the background.
That's that prime video.
That's because the three of you guys go with the cheap Amazon Prime. I go the gold package.
I got
the Prime that I order and they at the house the same day. I got the same Prime.
Obviously not.
Right. They out there showing London commercials on my screen.
All right, I'm back live. All right, so I know this from talking to the Broncos. Their goal has to be to stop Alvin Kamara. That he's a dude.
Yeah.
He's a dude.
Amen.
Definitely.
They get cold now.
Definitely.
He might be a great pass catcher, but he is a legit bell cow running back.
Well, and the thing about it too is Peter, he's damn good in pass pro too.
Wow, awesome in it.
Damn good.
People underrated. He's so good. People don't understand how underrated he is in pass pro. I love AK.
First play, boot, roll out, 30 yards. They've got a rookie quarterback too, goodness. Spencer Rattler.
Come on, man. How did you like Spence coming out after he came out high class coming out of Arizona and Hamilton, had the little TV show, kind of showed a little pride and arrogance. And, he goes to Oklahoma and things didn't work out. And he goes to South Carolina. But how was your evaluation on Spency?
Do you want me to be honest?
That's all I asked for, baby.
Okay. Apparently, he was an asshole at Oklahoma. That's coming from secretaries. That's coming from females. The way he acted. Now,
that's the show he had. I don't know if you ever watched the show. Like
no, I never saw the show.
The show he had in high school shows that arrogance and pride. Like he was above everybody. The show he had came out shows that too.
Okay, and I'll be honest about this. Coming from people that I know close, he'd park in a handicap spot every day.
Wow.
But
come on, you gotta have a sack there. Not good. Pick!
No,
catch the ball, linebacker.
Right there is Spencer Rattler. Make a great throw, and then.
But no, Peter. Let me finish here. But him going to South Carolina, I think he revived himself.
Okay.
He turned a different note. And all of a sudden understands who I am and what I am and how I can be what I want to be. And I'm pulling for him. I gave him a third-round grade last year. And
you think he dropped to the 5th because of the assholeness and
100%.
That's a word I just said. Now, Pete, I got a question for you. There's a good tackle on 3rd and 9 right there. We should see the punt team come out for New Orleans. Now, Pete, I got a question for you. We all know about our uniforms. I see AK out there wearing the low-cut socks. We know that's a $5,000 fine. How do we appeal that, Pete? Because I know I was wrong, but how do we get that going? I'm supposed to wear high socks. I'm not wearing high socks for whatever reason. It's Thursday night prime time. I'm showing my calves. What are you doing for AK when that FedEx come tomorrow?
Well, the FedEx won't come until Monday because it's Thursday
Tuesday,
night game. Yeah.
Right.
So the first thing you do is, what happens is when the guys get it, there's always the uniform policeman. Each team has their own uniform policeman. It's usually a retired player, right, CJ?
Yes, sir.
And they're supposed to go tell the players in warm up, hey, look, that sock's not going to work there. You need to pull it up. So the first line of defense is always, well, did the uniform policeman say something to you?
He ain't got no socks. So
right.
I'm pretty sure they did. By the way, me and Pete won a uniform violation. My shirt was too long, and me and Pete finally winning. But the socks is a little different because you got to have high socks. All right, go ahead.
And everybody knows what the rules are. I hear the Broncos come out. They got Mims in the backfield because star running back is a problem for the Broncos, which is not good if you're a young quarterback. And they throw it a little swing pass.
Yeah, try to set up the little screen with the swing for Mims who can run.
Rob, have you seen that yet?
Yeah, no, I actually switched over to Prime instead of watching on broadcast. So now I'm actually up with Peter on this. So I feel bad leaving Scott behind in the past.
Yeah, I'm way behind.
But I'm
get Caden to show you how to do it.
Cade's right here.
Caden, get your dad on a faster Amazon.
Here, real quick.
Speaking of fast,
he's saying
Peter and Scott, I had a conversation with some of y'all older players today. Old player today, Rashad Ross. Had a conversation with Rashad Ross today. It's been like 3 years since I talked to that kid. He's coaching now. Yeah, Rocket Ross. He's coaching now. Thought he told me to tell you two what's up.
Yeah, no,
he could run, couldn't he, Scott?
Fly.
He can fly now. He had a this problem knowing playbooks and obviously wanted to be a part of the culture instead of getting to work. That's what I told him. That's what I've always told him. We grew up together, Scott. We grew up playing against each other. Yeah, like I've known him since I was 7. But I've always told him. Here we go, RPO. Love it. Good catch. Gotta love it. There goes our Vele guy. Our Vele, he's back. Obviously, like I told you, you make a couple catches, you earn you earn your way back in. And by the way, I just want to let y'all know, Yanks up 5-3. It's looking good for these Yankees, baby.
Don't worry about them.
Triple.
Don't worry about them. I told you. Do not worry about them. They'll be
looking good for these Yanks, baby. Hey, we still won in Cleveland. Hey, we'll go ahead and watch the rest of the Mets and the Dodgers battle it out.
Bo Nix is
that
managing
play
the game
was-
right now. No, it's still
Stay in
managing the game.
bounds. Stay in bounds.
He didn't throw it out way, CJ. He managed the game.
Yep, he's doing a good job right now, right?
No,
Keeping it.
That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, I just the play was a little bit long developing. Bo snapped it a little too early, right? He's supposed to snap it just a little later so Franklin can get behind the line and get under, but he snapped it so early. Franklin kind of got
CJ,
knocked off.
Is that the quarterback?
Yeah, that's QB.
Cadence, but they're on the road in a loud place, or is that the center just on a timing?
It's on the QB. QB got to time it. QB got to time it. Oh, Javonte, okay, that's a good run, but he just missed the whole hole to the left. Like, come on, bro.
So what is that? What's that? That's inside zone?
Yeah, I was inside zone, but wait till if they show the replay, wait till you see this hole. Sorry, my running back eyes is working. But he just missed the whole time. It's a good run, but he could have had a great run if he just made the right cut.
He made a good catch out of the backfield.
But here goes Sean Payton going tempo. They're going right up right now.
I was going to ask if that, yeah.
Well, it's something that we did in New Orleans. It's something that I told in the NFC Championship game. I told McVay. It's so loud. Like New Orleans is loud. And Scott and Pete will tell you by watching games there, being a GM, being an agent. Like New Orleans is rocking like every Sunday, especially when New Orleans are good, like Sean had them. And tempo gets everybody on the same page. It's usually one or two words. It's formation and play and cadence. It goes quick. Everybody knows what to do, right? It makes it. And then if you're making plays, it quiets that crowd down.
Correct. 100%.
Well, there it is. Hey, Scott, but also, so there's your Anthony Orgy. Remember him from Wake Forest?
Oh, yeah.
The linebacker. We liked him, didn't get drafted. We thought he had a third or fourth, very instinctive player.
Yep.
There it is, making a play right away.
Speaking of making plays, you know who's still making plays in his 30s? I love Debo. Mario Davis. Still making plays.
He's a stud. He's a stud, bud.
Still playing ball.
He's a stud. He's tough now. You talk about tough. He's tough.
Yeah, he making it happen.
Bo Nix making a play with his legs.
Come on, Bo. Come on,
Bo. Hey, do you go for this, Peter? You're about
get the points.
Take the points. Take the points. Take the points. Take the points. Take the points.
Prime.
Take the points.
Did you just use voice activation, Scott?
Say it again.
Did you just use voice activation?
Yeah, I'm big time.
I'm impressed.
Well, I'm going prime because you said it's faster on prime.
If CJ starts screaming Adirondack chair in your mic, and you keep seeing Adirondack chair ads coming up, it's CJ's fault. Adirondack chairs.
Oh man, you gotta love it. You gotta love it.
I'm not saying anyone that would program that for a company, but if you did want to program your, retarget your audience, companies like Simpler.ai will help you out with retargeting. We're the people that follow you around on the internet. So
528 left. Broncos up 3-0.
Yeah, if you're following Scott around on the internet, you're more on the old Copenhagen website.
Correct.
On CompuServe.
Correct.
He's looking. Where do I get a cheap log?
Correct.
He's at cheaplog.com, and it's not a porn site.
It's getting expensive, just so you know.
All right, so now funny. We got the Indians in the bottom of ninth, and we got the Broncos coming up to play some defense.
Hey, Peter, what do you think of Devontae? You were up in New York last weekend. What do you think of Devontae going up to your Jets?
A, not my Jets, but they were my Jets when I was growing up. But B, that's the best place for Devontae. Everybody forgets, and CJ can tell you because he changed teams mid-season. It's not the easiest thing to plug and play a guy in the NFL, and you got a 250-page playbook. Guy gets in there Tuesday afternoon. How many plays can you give him? How many plays will he be ready for on Sunday? The reality is he knows Hackett's offense. He knows Aaron Rodgers' audibles. You can plug and play him, and he can go.
Yeah, I mean, it's only a couple people in the world that can come in Tuesday, start Sunday, rush for 168 and a touchdown. But I'm pretty sure Javonte will plug and play and do really well.
Does anybody come to mind when you say that, CJ?
Yeah.
You know, I'm not recommending nobody. I do want to share this though. I'm not the greatest writer of the world, but you should see what my teacher wrote about how brilliant this excellent annotation that I got. Bravo, excellent. I mean, this one hit home. You know why? Because I got to talk about my NFL experience. So hey, when you talk about things, life is good. Safe at first.
Indians got a base runner. All right.
Yeah, I see that.
But getting back to Devontae Adams, and for me as an agent, everybody's like, "Oh, that's going to be bad for Lazard." I say absolutely not. Number one, with Lazard was the number 2 receiver there. Wilson was number 1. Now he's going to see the third corners.
Yeah.
Because you're going to put number 1 on Devontae, number 2 on Wilson, and now most teams' third corners are little guys. We go back back to Green Bay, and look, Allen's 6'4", 220 pounds, and put those little slot guys on him, and it's going to be a field day. That's what's going to change everything because it changes all the dynamics of the matchups.
But it's not going to change everything. Me personally, I think it's a shot in the dark, and you're just hoping.
Yeah, you're hoping he comes out and play the way he wants to play. I think the trade of the trade so far was Buffalo. I think grabbing Amari Cooper.
Oh yeah,
Cooper can still play. He can still play. Now putting with Josh Allen, your game can escalate. Now I think that's a solid trade as well.
But Pierre makes a really good point about the number ones. So all of a sudden the safety's floating over. You got the corner, you got the safety floating over. So it opens up other guys, but they have to be good players. And you have to be able to hit them, in stride, let them do what they do. But they're reaching for straws right now. They're reaching for straws.
1 out left, baby, and we up 3-0. We just turned 2. We're looking good right now.
Hey, Scott and Peter and CJ, one of the questions I had about, because I'm a Dolphin fan. I'm worried about Tua. I don't. He says he wants to come back, but wanting to come back and able to come back are two different things. I'm rooting for Spencer Rattler because I want Derek Carr to get traded over to Miami. Am I just being a fan, or is there a realm of possibility where the Saints are going, we kind of like what we got here?
Let's let Scott go first.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Scott.
Yeah, no. Personally, from a personnel standpoint, I don't want Derek Carr.
He don't like DC4 though.
Why? And the thing about it is, I told you guys a couple weeks ago, I signed his brother, and great guy. Don't get me wrong, great dude, smart, all that good stuff. They're just not the it factor, if that makes sense. And I mean, you can, if all of a sudden Derek goes there, you can hope for these expectations, and he's not going to reach them.
I don't think we can afford the it factor though if Tua stays out.
What I don't get for you, Rob, what I was gonna go with, I don't say this because teams don't tank, quote unquote. But if a good quarterback draft is coming out, why not just sit Tua, keep being weak, and go get one of these young bucks instead of go grabbing Derek Carr?
They won't be ready quick enough. I mean, Sanders would be interesting. Ooh, is that a fumble?
Yep.
Yeah, it looks like it.
You guys are still ahead of me.
I got to watch the replay to make sure, but
I don't know if his arm was moving forward.
Yeah, I don't know.
They're calling it a fumble.
Well, I was going to call it opposite and then see, but yeah,
You're way ahead of me.
I hope. It's close.
They're calling it a fumble.
Yeah, he's supposed to run, bro. Alexander was supposed to run. No one touched you. Don't score a touchdown. Didn't let him review it and say, we clearly picked it up and touchdown. All right, do that.
Yeah, run.
Oh, I think that's a fumble.
I'm with CJ.
I think that's a fumble.
Yeah, you got to run.
The ball's coming loose.
Picked it up and was like, what do I do with the ball, ref?
Right now, the game ended right now, Barton's the MVP of the game for the Broncos.
He's playing good.
He's at Three
Oh,
great
yeah, I think
plays.
the ball came out before. This will be Broncos football.
Let's
Yeah.
go. Let's go.
That looks Broncos footballish to me.
Hey, Peter, you said Vic Lombardi may be joining us. Is he going to be joining us from his golf simulator?
I love Vic. I miss Vic.
That's a
Of
fumble.
course.
That's a fumble.
I hope so.
But well,
that's a fumble.
he just
That's a
got
fumble.
his he just got his Nuggets championship
Yankees
ring
gave
from
up a
14
double.
months ago. So he might be still cuddling the championship ring.
Yankees gave up a double, tie and run at the plate.
Yeah, but their closer's in, and he's throwing freaking 96 miles an hour.
Yeah,
That's
I know.
nothing nowadays, Peter. That's
Yeah,
nothing.
I'm telling you, like, it's like kickers making 50 yarders, like 96s. Batters is like licking their chops when they see that now.
Correct. It's like
It's
guys
crazy
going
how
to
the game
combine.
has changed.
It's like CJ. It's like guys going to combine running 4.3.
Yeah, running 4-4. It's just normal
they're
now.
like, wow.
Well, yeah, but keep in mind,
Everybody does.
keep in mind that CJ and 4-4 never have been used in the same sentence ever before.
Except his GPA.
Not even that.
I
But
try
he
and
had
please CJ.
had size and he had toughness and strength, so it was all right.
And I had plenty of times where I was top 5 in 20-yard runs for a guy who's slow.
Scott, so watching the playoffs and the football game, what would you rather try to put together, a baseball team to win a championship or a football team?
Either one. It's just fine players. It's all about players. It's all about personalities and players.
Baseball hard.
No, it's not.
Yeah, you play professional. Of course it's not. To us three, though, difficult.
No.
Tie game. He just hit a homer. Tie game in the bottom of the ninth.
CJ, he didn't just hit a homer. He hit the
He
smack at him.
destroyed it. He destroyed it.
CJ, did you ever play baseball? Did you ever play another sport?
I did. I was a basketball player, really good basketball player. I played to play Little League baseball, or I played baseball all the way up to high school.
Let me guess, CJ.
Shoot.
Power forward.
I was a solid point guard in high school. I was cold. High school.
Hey, CJ,
solid point guard.
CJ,
But I played. So when I was young, like up to the 5th grade, I pitched, played short, then I played center when I got older.
CJ, watch the replay. He bat drops it.
He
doesn't move
smacked
up.
it.
But then he bat dropped. He waited and watched.
Damn, Yanks. I needed that. We can't get that up.
Hey,
Damn.
CJ,
Needed
CJ,
this
Scott,
win.
what would happen back when you were playing back in the day? If somebody bat drops like this guy does, right? Like Noel does, right?
He's
just
slapping.
rolls.
The next guy's getting dotted so big it's not even funny. It's not even funny. And the next time the guy comes up, he's getting dotted too.
And I'm behind, so I can't really explain. You know, Peter and Rob is in front of us. I can't believe we just gave that up, bro. We 1 out away from winning the game, and you throw that over the plate. Come on, bro. Terrible location.
Who's pitching?
Weaver, good old
really?
young Luke Weaver.
Yeah.
Not bad.
He gave up a 3-run home run?
2-run home run tied the game. If it was 3, it was a walk off. He ain't give up 3. Let's just hope we gotta find a way to win the game. You struck him out, and we going into extra innings, but we wouldn't be going to extra innings if you would have. We could have walked, bro, too, though. But I don't know. Aaron Boone got his own. I ain't mad at Aaron Boone, though.
All right.
Hey, in postseason play now, do they do the California runner and extras still, or do they now just make you earn it the old-fashioned way?
No, it's the same.
It's the same.
You know what though? I think the playoffs is different. Maybe.
I don't know if the playoffs.
That
Yeah,
could be true.
I think it's different.
There you go, DeMario. 200 regular season game. I'm proud of you, Demo. You definitely deserve it, boy, because you be playing. I respect it. I've had some good battles against DeMario Davis. 3rd and inches, and we need it. Quarterback sneak. First down, Broncos. You know, Sean Payton knows this staff, knows Dennis Allen in and out, man. That you expect the game plan to be very, very simple and easy for Bo, just because of the familiarity that Sean has with Dennis.
True.
Does that play a big factor when you're playing guys like even like their play calls and their themes?
You always want to know. You always want to know the
100%.
coordinators. You always want to know what coordinators you're playing, their tree, their background, who they come from. It gives them a lot of influence on who they are and what they do.
Yep.
Oh, go.
100%.
So worried about fumble.
I've heard players actually watch tape on the officials or the refs too to know what they call or what they like to call. Is that
it's not the players, it's the analytics stuff.
Yeah, the analytics guys do. But on Fridays, we know who's reffing the game. So we know what crew it is. We talk about that crew in great detail on Fridays. Like, hey, we got this crew. They call offensive holding the most. They call PI the most. This crew lets you play. They're gonna let you hit. Quarterback, they're gonna be late on the roughing the passer, so protect yourself. But yeah, we talk about the crew in great detail on Friday and who we getting.
Yep. It's all analytics, Rob. It's all the guys that do the not being mean, but the bullshit background stuff. but they're the ones that say, like CJ was saying, they call a lot of holds, offensive holds. So all of a sudden now you know it. Or they call pass interference nonstop.
Yep.
The percentage. All right, so I just had a question. I got a question texted me. Why can't the Broncos run the ball as well as they used to? When the Broncos in the monster days.
I don't know, and I'm telling you, and CJ saw it too. Javonte, he's a talented back.
Well, he's running a little timid tonight. Everything he's doing is so like, man, I wish I had.
Is that because of the knee?
I wish I had a football here. Nah. So obviously last week he had a fumble, having the ball out.
I don't care about that. I do, but I don't. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but no, it's not. No, I'm telling you why he's slowed down on his run tonight, and I can see the way he's running with the football in his hand. So last week.
Yeah. I know.
Last week, actually, I do got a football. Let me go grab it right quick. I can explain it better.
Hey,
well, it is the end of the first
Javonte's got 24 yards at the end of one.
I'm telling you, though, Rob, he's a good back. I'm telling you.
I believe it. He's a North Carolina guy. I believe it.
Well, that doesn't matter. I'm just saying he's a good back. He's got size. He's got burst. He's got explosion. And he's got vision. And he's tough.
Yeah, I mean, I trust you guys when you say the guys where you want them to be, and I trust me when you say you don't want Derek Carr quarterbacking your Dolphins. I trust you. It's like
we got Aaron Judge up right now. We can definitely use a homer. One of my touchdown balls. You see the 2 on there. I had 2 touchdowns. Now I saw this for my grandma, right? This for my grandma. Early in the season in 2016. It's for my grandma, man. But anyway, I had to take it from her little shrine she got. But
4 points, right?
Yep. Right, and the 5th is the lock on the wrist. So last week, Javonte ran through the hole loose with the ball or hit the ball here, and that's how he fumbled. Now tonight, he's running with the ball like this to protect it, which is fine, but he's running through the hole like this. We're taught.
And you can't do that.
Yeah, what we're taught, right, is Rob or Pete or Scott, if y'all was swiping at me, when I make a cut, I bring the ball with me, which protects it more. Then I can get it back out in the open. But I always bring the ball with me when I'm making a cut. Then when I see contact, that is when I put the 5th point of pressure, lock it up, because I'm getting ready to go down. But he's running through open holes like this. And that's why he's not going nowhere. Other than if he just makes the cut as he's running through the open hole and bring the ball with him, he will have all this protected from hands and everything else as he keeps it there, and then he can keep running.
Yeah. And the thing about it is, CJ, is that you lose speed when you do that. When you got 2 hands on the ball. You got no arm. You run it like this.
Yeah. Like, you go outside and run sprints like this and see how fast you go.
Yep.
Yeah, normal speed. Going nowhere. Yeah, no, it's like I'll get my 4.7 in. How fast do you think I could run a 40, CJ? I'll be 45 in a few weeks.
I ran 4.5, which I don't get how that works, right? I ran 4.57, 4.53, and I was clocked at 4.56. I mean 4.6 flat. I've never ran 4.6 though. Even at my pro day, I ran 4.5. 4.52, so I was happy about that.
Scott, I can
how
run.
How fast would you run?
Yeah, I can run 2 miles in under 20 minutes if I'm really moving.
That's not bad.
That's
absolute.
10-minute mile. 10-minute
Yeah.
miles.
Yeah, I know.
Come on.
That's good for
I got-
that's good for me.
That's good for him.
When you're moving
I'd run
You got to
200,
think about who you're talking about, Pete. That's good for Rob.
6'3", 245.
Rob, Pete, how many normal, right? We're calling Rob normal human beings
Hey,
out there
that's the
can
nicest
run
thing you've called me, CJ.
20
I appreciate that.
20-minute miles. How many people you think you know?
No, they're 10-minute miles. 10-minute miles.
How many people you know just in the regular corporate world that he works with? I talked to two of his bosses last week. They don't look like they can run 2 miles in 20 minutes. That's all I'm trying to tell you.
I go
All I
camping
know
with
is,
them. I feel pretty safe if a bear chases us.
see, all I know is I ran a marathon in
Pete, you're
3:55.
different. You're different,
3:55.
Pete. You're different. You're different,
That's
Pete. I've seen
26 8.5-minute miles.
it.
Rob.
Pete, you're different.
Rob, I'm saying you run 5.25.
5'25".
I'm actually going slower. I would say 5'4", somewhere in that range. 5'5".
All right, I got to find a track.
You'll be faster than
somewhere.
Rich Eisen, though, if that means anything.
Do you want me to
It's
run it
all
on
in the start, Rob.
What
It's all in
about
the
is it better to do it on a track or like a turf field? Like there's
No, track.
track.
Hopefully, track will be way better for you.
Yeah. Except when I fall and collapse at the end.
When you go into 3-point stance before you pull your hamstring,
Yeah.
keep your head down when you come off.
Keep your head
If I were
down.
you, if you want to run the fastest, it'd be better if you're getting chased by somebody.
Yeah.
That's also true as well.
Yeah.
All right, so right now, Bo Nix and Sean Payton is calling a really good game. A lot of simple plays, a lot of like, all right, let's get them
Just
going.
ran mesh. Take off.
Run, just run.
Just ran mesh. Don't do that. You ain't gonna live with that too much, Bo.
No, he's young. He's young.
Put
He's
you-
good.
He ain't young.
Hey,
He's 27.
Hey,
He's not young.
hey,
Dr.
CJ,
Nix. Dr. Nix.
you'll love this.
One of the greatest
I'd
second
interview
base
guys at the
plays. Wait,
combine. I'd interview them at All-Star games, whatever. And I'm like, why are you so fast? Like, because the cops were chasing me.
The cops were chasing me. I love that one. I love that one for sure.
wait till you
The cops
see
was
this.
chasing me.
Wait till you see this play in the Yankee game. A second baseman just made maybe the best defensive play of the season.
Yeah, for Cleveland. Tough.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Oh,
I've
yeah.
seen it. I've seen it.
this saves the series. Watch this play.
Saves a run. A lot of time back there for Bo Nix. Here comes Chase.
Oh, he might have been off the
He
bag.
got tipped. He got tipped.
Oh.
The first baseman
Short-
might have been off the bag.
Seriously, if you're off the bag, I love that. Let's go. Then it wasn't it was the greatest error ever.
No, it's the great play by the second baseman. The first baseman screws it up. It's
Error.
Hey, when
you
we're
can't
when
do
we're
that. Vile, you can't go in. That is terrible.
Hey Scott, when we're down here in the red zone, not having
no,
like a go-to
kick the
tight
field
end.
goal.
There we go.
Go for it.
Oh, they're just trying to pull him off. They're not doing it. They're just trying to Sean him. This is called a Sean.
Go ahead, Rob.
They're just trying to Sean him. They're not going to look.
Not
See?
for the Broncos not having AG as a tight end, and this is where it's really hurt not having that go-to tight end, right? In the red
Correct.
zone.
Correct. It gives you another option. 100%.
Hey, speaking of the Nuggets, did y'all hear Coach Malone talk about conditioning and you want AG to come over here and play football? Talk about,
They're not
we don't run our guys. They're soft.
man. That was a directed comment at 1.5 players, and that half was not AG.
Yeah, sure.
I promise you that.
You don't make that comment if you don't believe your team not conditioned.
No, you're targeting that one guy who in your contract you wanted to put a fat clause in.
Ooh, okay, we're talking about you only make that comment when you're stars. So who not conditioned? Jokic?
Kinda. He always comes in a little.
Jamal?
Yes.
Like who we saying not conditioned?
It is 100% pointed at Jamal. Like Jamal's in the locker room, like he's talking about me again, isn't he?
You only make that comment when you're talking about your team as a whole, as a star that trickles down to the team as a whole.
You ever get called to the office by your teacher or something in school? You're like, maybe it wasn't me, maybe it was someone else, but it really was you, and you're just hoping they're talking about somebody else. When like this, you get that memo from corporate where it's like, hey, if people aren't at their desks by 8 o'clock, there'll be consequences. Oh, they must be talking about someone else, not me.
Rob, the three of us have no idea what you're talking about when you said, "Have you ever been called the principal's office?" We have no idea.
No.
I think Scott's
There's two of us.
Scott's been to the principal's office more than he's been to the Super Bowl. That's for sure.
Correct.
Haven't we all? Haven't we all?
I was not a nice guy. I was a nice guy. I just got in trouble.
6-0 start here early in the second. The Broncos are killing it in Peter's favorite stat in time of possession.
Love it. Love it. Love it.
I tell you, you hold the ball, the team can't score.
Almost 13 minutes to almost 4 minutes.
Look at what happened last week. Now, the only difference is, obviously, touchdowns was put up by the Chargers last week with that same type of stat that makes the like, this is still a one-possession game, right? Makes the young quarterback got to go out there and, right? Makes the play caller got to do different things when things happen that way. Broncos got to find a way to turn those into touchdowns.
Hey, CJ, you got to go get your chips, bud. You got to get your little snack.
Oh, not now. I will, though, around halftime or something. I got home from class. I ain't ate. I'm on, I had to get here. First, then I'm going to grab my snacks.
Scott, what's your go-to food for a game? Like when you're sitting down, you just want to enjoy a game. What's your food look like?
Just Copenhagen.
he's got like a charcuterie board of different skulls.
Just being honest, yeah, there's no go-to. If it is, it'd be pizza, but it's usually Copenhagen. I don't like during games because I used to always be at them, and my stomach wouldn't be right. And not meaning bad, but I'd just be like, I didn't want to eat. I just wanted to win, and I didn't. Yeah, I wouldn't eat anything.
Scott, admit it, that one of the best parts about being a GM was the fact that they would have a guy bring a log of Copenhagen with a fresh date every Monday, right?
Correct.
Is that in your contract? Did Peter get that in your contract?
Right.
I don't know if he did, but if he did, thank you.
Ironically, brought to you by the same guy who now brings it to Sean here in Denver.
Oh, really? I know what you're talking about.
Tackle, gotta love it.
Gotcha.
I will say this though, Rob. As I was watching
I hit the restroom real quick, guys. I'm sorry.
Yes, sir. I will say this though. As I was watching the Dodgers yesterday in New York, and they showing the crowd, I saw the dopest looking hot dog in that stands. I was like, "Ooh, I wish I was at the game." I saw the dopest looking hot dog. Hey, don't the Mets play in Jersey? Pete?
What's that?
The Mets play in Jersey, right?
No, they're playing Queens. Flushing
they playing
Meadows.
Queens? Okay.
Yep.
They're playing Queens.
Flushing Meadows. All right, so now Saints, they're not going to panic. Broncos go offsides in the first play. Spencer Rattler
runs into his own lineman, fumbles again, but it's not going to count because 93 jumps off sides.
But my guy,
nigga, your Barton. I was just saying, nigga, your boy Barton.
My guy.
Like if there's like CJ in your old film, like when Peter's sending out to the teams, like, hey, you should be looking at my boy CJ. If you had a play like where you ran the ball, had a great run, and some wide receiver was holding where it didn't impact the play, can you still send that as a highlight?
Yeah, of course, because you still made the run. You still saw the hole and made the cut. You still showed speed and acceleration and all that stuff. It just got called back. Right now, though, we're talking about Sean. I want to talk to my boy Clint right now, man. My boy Coob, baby Coob over there, as I like to call him. You got to get AK involved. You're putting a lot into Spencer Rattler hands. You just fumbled last. You try to get his confidence back with that play action play. I understand that part, but we gotta get AK involved. We gotta throw screens. We gotta run the ball. We gotta find a way to get the ball out of the backfield, right? Because you down your top two receivers, so. You got to do some things with different personnel. What are we doing? Why are we jumping off sides, Denver? But we got to find a way to get to our outside zone and do what we do.
Here in baseball, one of the lost arts, the sacrifice bunt.
The sack bunt.
The sack bunt is definitely a lost art in baseball.
But here we are. We got a guy on first. They bunt him over and sacrifice. Now we got a guy in scoring position. In the bottom of the 10th. That's
Quan up too. They top of the order, even though he 0 for 3 today with a walk.
All right, so now twice in a row the Broncos have gone offside, 2 straight first downs.
Earmuffs. What are we doing? Why are we jumping off sides of Spencer Rattler? But earmuffs.
Everyone's itching to get the rookie quarterback.
Nice Nice little 7-step drop back. Rattler.
Oh.
That's a flag. Oh, no,
No.
they didn't. They didn't call it.
And he's going double palms up. CJ.
I thought you can't do this. When you do this, you're always wrong. That was interesting. Nice little 7-step drop back, one hitch, let it go. They might have tangled feet right here. Riley, you got to get out of the break. Oh yeah, he held him right there. That's a flag. Big dog.
He held his hand. Like,
Yeah, they're going
do
steady.
none of that. You can't do none of that. You can't do that. You can't do that. That's a flag. There's nothing wrong with being honest. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with saying, "Hey, that was a flag and they missed it." That was a flag.
Hey Scott, how much do you love or hate the anti-shift rules in baseball?
I'm not down with it just because I grew up a long time ago with baseball and you played how you played. I get it from the standpoint of analytics.
Yeah, but he's going to hit the ball over here 40, 50, 60% of the time. They don't know how to pull it. They don't know how to go with it. Yeah.
Big play here, 3rd and 5.
Let's get him.
Big play.
BJ drops off from double mugs, plays zone, does a good job.
Floats it.
It is never in the history of football has the ball been completed out of bounds.
and Allen, one of the most underrated players in the league. He is having a nice year.
And there is a walk-off home run for Cleveland, and the game is over. Yanks blew it.
No
hey,
kidding.
You know what, though, CJ? I'm rooting for your Yankees because the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Hey,
right?
We'll win game 4. We'll win game 4, man. We was in the game right there. We'll win game 4. Tough.
Hey, you know what though? We're holding the rookie quarterback to limited. I mean, I'm surprised. Why aren't the Saints running the ball more? Is there something we're not seeing, or what? As a fan, what am I missing? Like, I'd expect them to be running the ball way more than they actually.
That's
are.
Clint. That's Clint right there. That's what I was just talking about with Coob. I don't know. Maybe some not going well up front. Some got to be going on where.
It's got to be something they saw on defense.
Yeah, where Baby Coob is not attacking the C gaps as the Kubiaks and the Shanahans like to do in their outside zone. I don't know about that. I also want to know why. So I do want to say this, Scott. Did you get a chance to? And you, Pete, did y'all get a chance to scout Jake Haener, young Haener, the backup quarterback right now for New Orleans? He went to Fresno State. Came out of Monte Vista, the high school I coach. He threw it all over the yacht, all over the lot. From what I heard he's just a little undersized, but I heard he can make all the throws.
This is true.
I never saw him play.
Yeah,
I didn't do him. You know what? Yeah, I did scout him. I wasn't a fan. Because of height and length.
Yeah.
Hand size. All that stuff, which is a personnel guy talking, not a football player. But he had good numbers. I'll give him that for sure.
Now, do you ever look at, and this is a great question for both of y'all now that this is up. Do you ever look at, too many hitches, Bo. Listen to your feet. But this is what I talk about all the time. But do you ever look at who the quarterback was coached by in college? So, like a guy like Jeff Tefford, who's known, Kyle Bowler, Aaron Rodgers.
Yep.
Did that make you go, okay, I know he was coached right compared to a guy who was coached by some other guy.
By some Rob guy in Littleton, Colorado.
There we go, Javante.
Big hole.
But he said how he ran through the hole. He didn't run through the hole with two hands on the ball. Finally got him getting his confidence back.
Yeah. You know what, to answer your question, CJ, is the coaching does matter. I mean, to a point.
Mm-hmm.
But still, a football player is a football player. You make plays or you don't make plays.
Right.
Plain and simple. I don't care if you get the best coach or the worst coach. I could care less.
Right.
I just want to see you make plays. Like Devontae right there with that run. You know what I'm saying? He made a play. An impact play.
Now, I think the knee affected that. That back in the day, he would have been gone.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, you don't coach him to do that.
No, not at all. You just coach him to get to the line of scrimmage. Everything else is on him. I'm just
All right,
coaching
so
you where your
CJ,
eyes, your aiming point, and where to go. After that, it's on you.
Was there ever a coach, CJ, ever a coach that taught you something you didn't know about the running back position?
Stews. So one thing I can say about Stews, when you talk about the run scheme, and you can talk when you talk to Frank Ludd, Frank said, "Man, I wish I had Stews when I was younger. I remember the rush. I would probably lead the league at rushing." One thing Stews taught me about the position when it came to the blocking schemes is understanding who has the pressure point of the block and the angles. He called it the needle. He called it the needle. So like if the needle's like this, then you're gonna do this. If the needle's like this, but as far as like physical abilities, no.
Yeah, and the thing about it too, did your natural instincts take over?
A lot of my natural instincts take over for sure. Yeah. Or a lot of the natural instincts that I've already had, Stu's connected it with it's really called this. So like when I'm like, oh, I'm saying like I'm running a guy over, oh, you're using your same foot, same shoulder, showing your power. That's kind of how Stu's was. Like you already had it, but now let's connect it to something that clicks in your head, if that makes sense.
No, makes
sense.
But
as far as like physical, like all that I've done, jump cuts, being quick, low center of gravity, running with power, I've always had that. Stu's will connect that and we'll drill that, but Stu's will connect that to a drill or to a concept of what that really was. And then as I got to understand that concept better, I got to work on that and be better.
Let me ask you this. What would a drill be that made you a better runner?
I think the best drill I had was a same foot, same shoulder sled drill where if I'm taking you on as a defender, let's just say you coming at me and I'm like this with my left shoulder, ball in my right hand. And if I hit you with my left shoulder and my left foot, with my left foot up, and I roll my hips and I use my right leg that's free to step out of contact, it's the best drill I've ever had. Gotcha. And it was like, and I used to do it. That's one of those things I used to do naturally. Stu's kind of concepted that and was like, this is what that is. And I saw my break tackle increase crazy.
Really?
Just because we repped it. I thought about it. Like when I'm finna make contact, make sure I hit this dude with the same foot, same shoulder. Because it's guaranteed with my power and my low center of gravity, you want to step out of the tackle.
Gotcha.
When you watch my runs, you see that. And I did that naturally, but I never knew what it was. And then when Stu said what it was, I got to drill it. Now I got to think about it, practice it. And then it just was another instinct that was like boom, and it just made me a lot better.
Interesting. I never heard that before ever.
Interesting. A lot of backs don't know. It's the same with tackling too. It's where you get your most power. It's what I use in recruiting. Like when I was a running back coach at Rice, I would have kids try to push. I would have their mom get in an athletic position, same foot, same shoulder, tell them to get low enough and hold strong. And I would have kids, their sons, try to push them but can't push their moms. It's our strongest position in our human body. It's crazy.
Interesting.
And then another thing that Stu's helped me with, and this ain't physical either, it's another mental, understanding what leg is up. Like we ran so much outside zone. So understanding what leg was up from the DN, right? Like if I can show this. Try to do the best I can. I got my shorts
we got an injury out there.
Yeah, we got a big injury. So like
an air cast.
If I'm at the end and my inside leg is up, Scott. If I'm at the end and my inside leg is up, when this tackle come block me and I come, now I'm talking about looking at the DN. When I step outside for outside containment. But Stu's will tell me if they got the outside leg up, just biomechanics, their first step got to be in, and you should be able to get the outside, and we should reach. We should tell our tackles that all the time, and we used to have big runs just off how people was going to step into you because they can't false step.
Yeah.
So that's another one too. Stu's was smart, man. Stu's was smart.
The way he explains it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah,
a lot of sense. And
when you see that, you kind of like, dang. And then like we watch that and we be like, we'll watch it on Monday and be like, man, we talked about that all week. Like this guy is he's an outside stepper or inside stepper, so we'll be able to reach, we'll be able to hook. Like Columbus remember those conversations. Next time you ask Tyler, he remember those conversations that made his blocks easier too. He's playing tackle, looking at the leg like, oh, this guy's gonna step on the inside of me, so now I can do this reach block a whole lot easier.
Yeah,
because he can't have his outside leg up and step inside.
It makes sense.
It just can't happen unless he falls step his feet. Yeah.
All right, so CJ, right now, starting corner for the Saints, 29, Debo. He obviously air cast, which means it's a break. Broken, and you're on the field, and then all of a sudden, everybody says, "Okay, whatever." Then you got to go back and play.
It's the hardest part. When you see like gruesome injuries, the hardest part is to get your mindset back right there immediately. Now, after like 4 or 5 plays, you back in the mode. But right there in that moment, you definitely think about like that could have been
For
me.
the grace of God,
For the grace of God,
goes
for the
me,
grace of God, I'm good. But like I said, after 3, 4 plays, you're good. But like right there in that moment, it gives you that eerie feeling like this guy was just hurt. We saw the leg. It's kind of like Aiden Hutchinson. Everybody's loving him. Everybody loving him and saying what's up. And like the stadium loses life too because the stadium sees it, so they lose life too. And then it's like everything clears out, and then it's like, damn, we got to play a football game after that. That's why the DeMar Hamlin situation. That's why that situation was definitely different and blessed, and they didn't finish. Like, can you imagine finishing playing a game when you just saw a guy getting CPR on the football field? That's tough.
Hey, CJ, I had an offensive lineman die in the locker room.
Oh man, geez. Sorry to hear that.
In Denver, you were there.
Yeah. We played you in preseason.
I don't remember that.
He finished a 10-play drive. He was an offensive tackle, big guy. And
just couldn't catch his breath?
No, he had a grand mal
cardiac arrest. Yeah.
Wow.
No, I was holding his hand while we were doing the team prayer.
Oh man.
And he dropped. Yeah.
I remember I was outside the Niners locker room.
That's when he was in Seattle. Oh yeah, y'all came to us first.
No, it was Denver.
I'm saying that's when you were was in Seattle, right? You were in Seattle.
No, San Fran.
Oh, you was in San Fran when y'all came to us?
San Fran.
I don't like. That's crazy because I don't remember that being. If that was told to us, good ball by Bo there. If that was told to us, I would remember. I definitely don't remember any of the coaches coming in saying, "Hey, the guy."
Well, you wouldn't talk about it,
Right.
Why would you?
Yeah. That's crazy though.
Yeah, no, it was awful. He just yelled and fell over on the side. Done.
Yeah.
And they did a tracheotomy on him, on his throat, and then he was wheeled out. And the doctors were there in 2 minutes. I mean,
everybody's in the locker room. Everybody's in the locker room. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know how that short rolls.
And they would give him CPR as they wheeled him out.
Wow.
They were pumping his chest.
Right.
And his parents saw it.
Oof.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oof.
No.
Hey, let's go back to happier thoughts here, fellas.
Yes, let's do that.
Hey, CJ.
That's a cool way to go out.
Javante's trending. He's got over 50 yards in the first half. Are we going to see a 100-yard game out of him today?
Yes.
You gotta keep pounding. Just keep pounding. Don't.
Yes.
As a great man told me, who reminds us, don't worry about it. Hey, take it one first down at a time. A great man told me that. Mr. Schaffer.
I'm telling you.
Just take it one first down at a time. That's all.
Right.
That's all he told me. Keep getting first downs. That's all he told me.
Let's just make first downs. That's right.
You'll get 100 yards if you just keep making first downs, CJ. Makes sense, right? It's 10 yards runs, right? You get 10-yard runs. Look what you're looking at.
But you got to figure, CJ, the back he is like you.
Yeah. He gets strong. He gets stronger as he goes. That's why I don't know why.
It's the same thing you did.
Yeah, like Sean, don't give him, I love the games where I can, at the end of the game, I'm seeing 27 carries, 28 carries, and I got over 160.
Yep.
Like, yeah, bro, I'm getting stronger. Carry 18, 19, 20, 21. I'm getting way stronger as the game go. I got a better feel of the game. I know these dudes don't want to tackle me. All of it comes in. Touchdown. Broncos.
Let's go.
Javonte Williams. There we go.
They're rolling.
There we go.
And Scott, you got to understand that when CJ would get rolling, not only was his feet getting stronger, his mouth was running.
That's one thing I did not do. I didn't talk on the football field. I didn't talk no smack.
I guarantee all he talked smack, the way he did it, was just running guys over.
Yep, with my pads.
You just look at him.
I learned that from Sean.
Just look at him.
Pads.
He just speak to the pad. Speak to the pad.
Talk with your pads. One thing I did not do on the football field was talk smack. Now you got me fired up. If you was talking smack to me, you got me fired up, and I'm coming after you.
Yeah.
But I didn't talk smack. But I will talk smack like, the next day. Pete right about that. You couldn't stop me the next day.
Yeah, no.
We won the game already, though,
The best thing, CJ, about me with running backs were the guys that didn't talk smack and just proved it.
Yeah.
And then you just turn over and look at them, walk back to the huddle.
What a.
Hey, Peter, I got two numbers for you.
We just talked good about Demario Davis, and what a terrible.
1648 to 450 or 1733 to 457. Time of possession, 17 and a half minutes to just about 5 minutes.
TOP, baby.
Hard to score when you ain't got the ball.
And how many times? How long until some of these defensive backs start making business decisions against Javonte?
If they keep letting him do his thing.
I think they already do, tell you the truth. I'm telling you, he's a good back, guys.
Yeah, he can play. I loved it. When they drafted him in the second round, I said, this is a good pick. This is a good pick by GP.
Correct.
George Payton over there. There go my Cal Bear right there. It's about time for him to give it up, though. He's not the same player that he used to be. Cam Jordan. Shout out to Cam. Cam was a hell of a player in college, boy.
Hey, CJ, have you met Devontae Williams?
I have not.
Oh, nice hit.
Good hit.
I'll be curious what his personality is. Very curious.
Casey Rogers.
CR.
We got Casey Rogers, New York Giants, who from the University of Oregon, who actually lived in Bo Nix's house this spring during training for the combine.
Yep, shared some space with Bo.
Nice.
Looks like
Thank you for joining us, Casey.
Of course, no, thank you for having me. Looks like Bo's not doing too bad right now, which is good.
So, all right, so Casey, when Bo came to Oregon, right?
Yeah.
You guys, did you see the maturation level and how he just matured as a player and things slowed down in his head and leadership? What's the dog's name?
That's Cuse. The dog just jumped up. That's Cuse. But when he got there before I did, just in the summer. But from what I can tell, and just watching football, being around Bo and knowing it seemed like it was a breath of fresh air for him. And then all summer, being a part of a new team, being a quarterback coming in it's not the easiest thing to do is, take the keys to a team and run with it right away. And, I think Coach Lanning provided him with confidence and stuff like that. So, I think his maturity in his first year to second year was noticeable as a teammate. He came back for a mission. He was on a mission when he came back, and it wasn't necessarily to win or go to the NFL. It was to win a national championship. And if you know anything about Bo, he's probably one of the most football-oriented people I've ever met. Just his focus level, everything he does is football-related. So it's pretty cool to be around him. It's fun.
So you're an advocate that he came back and it made a difference in him as a player, maturity-wise, because he could have come out 2 years ago.
Yeah, I think he could have, but I think it actually helped him in terms of showing that he can be. He had a good first couple of years at Auburn and struggled, and then comes to Oregon for a year, has a really, really good year. Everyone questions. You see Bo Nix is good at Oregon, but all they did was worry about his past. So I think what it did was it showed he can play he can play consistent, two good years back to back, and I would say his second year he played better than his first at Oregon. So, he was his game was on the rise. So, I think that his second year definitely helped him out, in my opinion, as a teammate.
Mr. Vic Lombardi joining us. We have Casey Rogers with the New York Giants joining us as well. Casey, if you don't know, this is Vic Lombardi, Denver royalty in sports broadcasting.
I got to put my glasses on. Hold on a second. Hey, how we doing, guys?
Vic, we love you, Vic. What's up, baby?
Vic, I thought you'd be in your golf simulator.
Nah, man, I'm tired of that thing. I'm watching this game. I'm watching the Nuggets. The Nuggets have a preseason game, and then the Broncos have what looks to be a preseason game.
What channel the Nuggets on, Vic?
That's on NBA League Pass.
Gotta have a league pass. Get every game, every single game.
CJ, what's up, bro?
Vic, baby, what's up, man? How you doing? Health good?
How the Thornton Whalers?
All right. How's the health?
I'm good, man.
That's
I'm
good,
good.
man.
We called CJ one day when we did our radio show just as a joke. We said, hey, man, because he's a great bowler. We said, we got a professional bowling league if you want to join it. He goes, all right, I'm in. He goes, yeah, but we play on Sundays. He goes, well, I can't play on Sundays. And so we said, well, you got to make a choice, man. Pro football or pro bowling.
I remember that. It was a great one back then. Pete, hey, just want to let everybody know, right? The uniform guy got the Camaro. You see them socks is pulled up.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, hey, you don't want to lose $5,000 for them socks.
So Vic, as you know, how do you think the Broncos are? They're 13-0. I think it's time of possession. I think the defense is keeping them in the game, and they're rattling Rattler.
Yeah, I mean, listen, New Orleans is in a world of hurt. Their injury list was huge. They've got the most poorest defense in the National Football League. We know the situation here. If you can't win this game, you got some issues. The Broncos are doing everything you need to win a game right now. They're not turning the ball over. And I think that was the message to Bo Nix. He's missing some easy passes, but they're not turning the ball over. I mean, look at this. 2nd and 4, the defense is doing its job. I mean, this game is going to be like a 20-3 game. It really is. New Orleans is not good, especially he's injured. They're not good.
Vic, can you at least say 30-0? Because then CJ owes me a coffee.
No, they're not scoring
I just
30.
need 30 points out of the Broncos for
They're
a
not
coffee.
scoring 30 today. I'm just no matter how bad New Orleans is, bro. The offense of the Broncos is just not 30.
Last week we put 51 on them.
Tampa did.
Hey Casey, this is your first year in the league, so you were in the same draft with Rattler, same draft with Bo. What's the difference in your mind playing in the NFL that first year? I mean, in terms of speed of the game, making a step up, and you were at Oregon, so that's a big time program.
Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest difference is when you're on the field, there's not one bad player on the field with you. Everyone's the best at what they do. I think there's growing pains for every rookie, and that's what I'm finding out now. That's what Bo's finding out. It's what Spencer's finding out. I think the most successful rookies are the ones that have a sense of urgency and can get through those growing pains the fastest, and develop to the speed of the game. It's a different in the trenches. It's different. It's because the guys are technically perfect pretty much every play. They know exactly what they're doing. There's when you're a D lineman going against an O lineman. In college, you might get one side of the line that's not as good as the other. I mean, don't get me wrong, that's the same in the NFL, but there's not one bad offensive lineman on the field. So it's a lot harder to find those the struggles of the five in front of you. But yeah, no, I think the speed of the game, the style of play, these are the best athletes in the world on the field with you, and there's no room for error.
Hey, man, when you say the speed of the game, what's faster, laterally or vertically, in terms of the difference between college and pro?
I would say just the processing speed. Everything's happening faster. You could say laterally. There's obviously some of the fastest guys in the country on the field with you, but vertically too. Like if you watch, like we're playing Eagles this week. You watch Saquon Barkley, he's going down the field, and if there's in college, there might be a guy who, there might be a small opening in the gap. He might not take it, but Saquon's going to hit that going full speed. And, by the time you get there as a defensive lineman, he might be 5 yards behind you. So it's both, it's not one aspect of the game. It's a lot. It's pretty much everything. But like I said, there's that development period for every rookie. And like I said, the ones who can figure it out the fastest are going to be the best ones.
Casey, I know my rookie year, I played 8 years, man, but I know my rookie year, the biggest thing, not just the speed, but the strength, like actually strong, grown men.
Yep.
You feel me? Like guys who's been, 8, 9, 10 years in the league that still not only technically sound like you just said, but strong too, and can move you something different that you probably didn't have when you played against, a Washington State or Oregon State or whatever. you know there's a potential even with that technique you got, you can still potentially get moved. Like you actually feel this, the double team than what you did back in college. So I know that's a big thing too. And I know a lot of linemen that I play with, right? Whether it's O linemen or D linemen, they speak on that strength in the trenches for sure.
Yep. And it's a grown man's game, like you said, and these guys are. This is our livelihood, you know what I mean? This is what puts food on the table for us. So, it means a little bit more than college. You know what I mean? If you're not on the field and you're not getting paid, your family's not eating. So, it just means a little bit more to a lot of these guys just for that reason. But yeah, physically, it's, strength too. These guys are some of the best specimens walking around this planet right now. So, totally agree with that.
I played against some of the dopest. Played with some of the dopest too.
But so Casey, speaking of grown men, is the food better?
Yeah, I'd say so.
The facility is all right. I worked out there.
Our
facility is cool.
Our dining service is really good. I mean, being in New York City helps a lot too with food. There's not bad food anywhere. You could go to a hot dog stand and have one of the best hot dogs in the world. But
Casey, New York's expensive, man.
It is. It is
not
expensive.
when you got Peter.
That place ain't cheap.
No, it is not. That's the other half of the growing pains. We got to pay taxes now. We get to learn those growing pains too.
Not just taxes, agent fees.
Agent fees, yeah. All the big boy fees.
If you got marketing manager, you might have to pay him unless it's your agent. And he finds a way to double dip.
Hey, but Casey though, and CJ too. Saturday night at the hotel, the buffet's not bad though, right?
Oh, it's the best. I don't know if they do the pasta. Y'all do the pasta bar? The pasta bar?
Yeah, it depends. I mean, it's our away games. Obviously, when we're not home, there's they got to do all the food in the hotel, so the buffet's bigger. But the pasta bars, they're pretty elite.
I bet what you do like now though ain't like strict. Hold on real quick. Ain't no like strict. Like when you land on the away game, you're pretty much free until you gotta get back to me.
Go see your family. Go get some food.
Like that.
That was cool. Yeah.
So Casey,
no doubt.
Is the pasta bar better than the pasta bar at Mama Lombardi's house?
He ain't never been there, man.
I ain't never been there.
So
Casey, even I don't like. Even I love big. The Lombardi's they do their thing.
So there's nobody at your pasta bar going, Casey, eat. You look like you're withering away.
There's no one there. Nope.
Hey, Casey, being in New York and Vic, I'm curious what you think too. Who do you guys want to see in the World Series?
Gotta say, the Yankees just lost. And I was driving home. I heard they just lost on a walk-off.
Tough L on the walk-off.
I hate all these teams. I don't want to see any of them. I hope they all lose. I hope they have 4 losses.
What a hater.
I think just being in New York and having
Rockies ain't been good.
New York media around, I think having a New York team win a series would be fun to be here and have that happen.
It is cool to live in a market where they appreciate baseball. They talk baseball. I mean, we're not doing any of that here in Denver, man. Baseball is just...
y'all ain't been good since 07.
No, you're right, CJ. CJ, you are completely right, bro.
I don't know what's going on with the Rockies. I don't know why. Like, first of all, it's great, beautiful. I mean, obviously, I was in Denver for 5 years.
Yeah.
Beautiful town, right? Great park. It's a beautiful park.
Well, that's part of the problem, man. The park does so well, they don't put anything in the park.
And then, obviously, with the altitude, should be a lot of home runs. You get a lot of bats in.
It's a tough watch, bro.
Hey,
4th
Vic.
and 5 here, man. What do you do? Oh, they're kicking it.
Yeah, you got to kick the 3. You need points.
Yeah.
You got to take all the points you can when you're the Saints right now.
Yeah.
That's struggling.
Rob, what's our time of possession, Rob?
Let me check here. They just had about a 5-minute drive here, so we're at 17:33 to 10:30. So we got us almost doubling them up.
So Casey, I got a lot of respect for this guy. I want to ask you what you think about him. Obviously, you ain't gonna get in trouble with me. But what do you feel about Brian Daboll? I got a lot of respect for Daboll. Ran him a couple times. No, as an offensive guy, I understand the system. But what do you think about DB?
Yeah, I think it's kind of a really cool story between me and him. He actually recruited me down to Alabama when I was in high school. So we kind of already had a little bit of a relationship before I got here. He's from Buffalo.
Yep.
He's from I don't know, Peter. You call him Buffalo, upstate New York?
No, hell no.
No,
No,
he
all
don't.
right. So
That's, making,
Peter's
that's Northern Ohio.
Peter's a hater.
he's from the state of New York. Familiar with the area that I'm from. So got to know him pretty good when I was in high school, and then have it come full circle to be on his team. I like Coach Dable a lot. Obviously his resume is pretty credible with everything he's done, with the Bills at Alabama. So I think he's a really good he's a player's coach. There's not a guy in the locker room who doesn't like him. So it's pretty fun to play for him. We're hoping to get this thing turned around and get the Giants back up on the leaderboards. But yeah, I really like playing for him. Have a lot of respect for him, and it's pretty cool just to be able to finally play for him, because the whole college situation didn't work out between me and him. So it's cool to now come back and be able to play for him in the NFL.
All right, so Scott, minute 57 or 52, we need at least 3 points here, right?
100%. At least.
You know me, Pete. We preach all the time. 10-point swings, 14-point swings.
All right, so
CJ,
how does it go? How do they call 2 plays in a huddle? Everybody talks about, they call 2 plays in a huddle.
So let's take a page from the Peyton Manning book. You always alert it. So, you can go dice right, Richmond, holster, alert, right? Rhode Island, dag left, right? Simple. In Kubiak type system, it's a can system, right? So in the can system, in Kubiak system, it'll probably be north right clamp Z flanker drive, or 2-jet Z flanker drive can, right? 2-jet Aggie, and it's just what you see from there.
No, I'm talking about because
I just gave you 2 plays. I just gave you 2 plays in a huddle. That's what you asked for.
How the hell did you remember? How do you remember all that stuff?
Come on, bro. You know me. Come on, man. You know how smart I was. That ain't changed.
I just don't.
I'm coaching now, though, Vic. So you know what we doing.
CJ,
But
I can't remember the last time I went to the bathroom, and you're barking out exact plays right now. That's crazy.
But Pete, in your 2-minute drill, it's really the drive starter, and then after the drive starter, it's like, all right, if we get 5, then we're gonna call this, or we're gonna signal this. If we get less than 5, then we're gonna signal this, and obviously if it's incomplete, we're gonna come back and huddle up. That's how you start your 2-minute, though. Usually, some coaches, not everybody.
All right, so then they have the audibles, right? So here it is. We got a completion, a tight end over the middle. They're saying, get on the ball, get on the ball.
We're getting up. Get the ball to the ref right now. Hand the ball to the ref right now. Bo's right now telling the O-line and giving signals, right? Screaming at the O-line of protection because that's being screamed in his ear, right? And then he's giving the signals to the receivers, right? And you try to keep things simple, right? Keeping it. If you start in 2x2, stay in 2x2. You can't have that, Javonte. You got to pick up the blitz. DeMario hard, though. Demo hard. I can tell you that from experience. But you got to pick up the blitz right there. Can't do that.
Right. So then the hand signals are those specific routes or specific plays?
There are concepts. So there are specific concepts of what's going on, right? High, low, right? Double slants, right? Trying to get to the sideline, whether it's a diagonal route or, a delta is what we call it, or what we called it back when 18. Or, they call it a bench route in West Coast systems and Kubiak and what McVay and all them running right now. But, those signals are usually concepts based on 2-man concept, 3-man concept.
And then Casey, on defense, obviously they're going fast. How are you guys changing plays?
Oh, my goodness. Honey Badger just dropped that. Shout out to the class of 2013. You can't drop that. You can't drop that, T-Mont. You can't drop that, honey. That's a game-changing play right there.
But Casey, are you guys doing audibles or are you in the same defense?
A lot of times the front will be the same, so we'll have a rush front for that week. Yep. The coverage is being set into the ear, and then games are operated by one of the 2 defensive tackles, depending on who the coach gives the keys to. But it's all talked about before the whole drive even starts.
Here's Bo next.
What the hell was Bo doing with that throw?
Don't know, but Bo made that throw first and 10 with 40 seconds left. Just be happy you got another. Hey, as we like to say in our world, drop picks equals 6. We got a
I
chance.
have no idea where he was even looking on that.
Yeah. Bo has a mechanical problem right now, and obviously Davis Webb, right? Shout out to another Cal guy. Probably not the best QB coach for him, though, if I'm honest. But yeah, Bo got a mechanical problem with his feet. They talked about it a little earlier. Nah, just not listening to his feet. Couple more hitches. And it's what rookie quarterbacks come through and they do in college a lot, right? Because they have so much time back there. Because there's not 4 Casey Rogers on the field who can get to him, right? There's only usually in college football, Casey can probably tell you, there's probably 1 or 2 D lines that's going, like 1 or 2 D linemen that's going to play in the NFL, like be good in the NFL as well. Like it's not the whole D line usually. They're usually good football players, but they're not next level players where they put the pressure on the quarterback, because pressure on the quarterback is even making you speed up your process and speed up your feet. You got to catch that. But I've seen
That's
a big drop. I've seen this in the last 3 games. I've said this on this podcast as well, right? I've seen the mechanics of Bo and his feet, just not trusting and listening to his feet, and that's just a mechanical timing thing that he just got to get to, and it's a growing pain that he got to understand. Throw it in the dirt.
Who dropped that, Franklin?
Yeah,
19.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nah, Frank. It was
19.
Yeah.
Yeah, Franklin.
Mims.
You can't.
He's 16.
Mims.
It's Mims. Yeah.
Jimmy Jr.
19.
Oklahoma. But yeah, that's been a problem. I mean, Caleb Williams had that earlier in the year, right? Jaden Daniels is probably the only person that I haven't really experienced that as much. Cliff kind of gets the ball out of his hand early though, but Bryce Young, year 2. Bryce Young got that problem. They're just not listening to their feet. Too many hitches, 1 hitches, 2 hitches, 3 hitches. That's how he missed the pass earlier in the game. Missed the pass earlier in the game, taking 3 hitches.
Did Knicks have to run that because of the lineman down the field?
No, he could have thrown it in the dirt. He could have thrown it in the dirt and saved the timeout.
It was a screen pass.
But it would have been 3rd and 10.
But he had the lineman 10 yards down the field.
Because it was a screen pass.
Yeah,
right, it was a screen pass.
You can throw it in the dirt behind the line of scrimmage. You'll be all right. The receiver is there. Don't just throw it in the dirt. It's cool.
Elvis is at the game.
I love playing in New Orleans, boy. You're going to have some fun in New Orleans.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to have some fun in New Orleans.
Oh, yeah.
Scott, you know.
I've been there a couple times.
You're going to have some fun in the NO, man.
Great food.
Yeah.
That's for damn sure.
Get out of bounds. Kick 3. 3 is good here. It's a good 2-minute drive. Bo and them.
100%. 100%.
Yeah, but he got lucky. That drop pick.
Yeah. I mean, hey, it's a part of the game. Drops. Yeah. That's why Tyron played defense. It's a part of the game, baby. Hey, drop picks equal points. That's what we say on offense. Casey them mad. Casey doing all that rushing, getting to the passer. He turn around. You hear the crowd go, oh, and see the DB with his hands on his head. He tired because it's a tempo, and he mad at the DB that we ain't off the field.
They got it.
It's
so they're
good.
going to halftime 16-6. Vic, what are our the predictions for the Nuggets this year?
I don't think they're going to be as good in the regular season as they were last year because they're going to try to preserve for the postseason. And then it's going to just depend on who they match up against. I would never count out a team with Nikola Jokic. I can tell you that much.
That's
facts. I don't think they're as good as they were. I just don't. I just think they got a lot of question marks. They're not a very good 3-point shooting team.
Yep.
And the league has gone full mathematics, man. If you can't hit the 3, you're in trouble. And they got to work on that.
Is it
and Pete, they lost their depth too. They lost some depth. Like they had depth. That same depth didn't even play well in the playoffs. That made them, when they won it, they played really well. When they didn't win it, they didn't play well. Now losing that depth is tough.
Hey, I got my Nuggets championship ring today. It's only 15 months late, but I got it.
but
did it come in the postal service, or how did
Is it that hard to find a 3-point shooter? I mean, they're at every freaking health club in the country.
Not you, Peter.
Oh, I can shoot the ball from 3. Can't make it, but I can shoot it.
Yeah, the lacrosse ball.
So, Vic, did Minnesota get better or worse with the trade with getting rid of Cat?
That's a great question. I think that's to be determined. Initially speaking, I really like Dante DiVincenzo's capacity. Yeah, he can shoot threes.
He can shoot.
Julius
He's long,
Randle's
athletic, lanky.
Yeah. I don't know. I got to watch him play. Give me a couple months to see him play. I mean, that's basically they made that move because they weren't able to afford Cat. They got too much money under the cap right now, so they had to unload one of their max contracts.
I think that's one. And I think another thing is too. Even though we know it's our young man team,
Anthony Edwards.
Edwards team.
Yeah.
I also think you ain't got to worry about getting Cat involved either. Now he can do his thing. Like we ain't got to worry about Cat. Cat, big man, likes to shoot. Right? If his post game was better, his game would be a whole lot better.
That's a great point. Remove one of the
guys where it's like he's gonna get 15, 18 shots. Now those 15, 18 shots go to our star. That's how you see the growth.
That's
in
a
your
very
star.
good point, CJ.
Come on, man. You know me, Vic. I've been on this for a long time, man.
I know.
Who do you think in the West is the team to beat then between you got Dallas, Minnesota, and Oklahoma City?
I think the West is wide
open. Way more open than it's been.
It's exactly right. It is wide open. I think the East is a lot better too, man. Shit, the East is tough too. Boston, Philly, and Indy, and I mean the East has got and New York. I mean the Knicks. Shit,
yeah, the Knicks.
Is Orlando going to be able to make a run with their young group and
they'll make the playoffs, but I don't think they're championship material.
They're not there yet. They're kind of like what Oklahoma City was. Once they can form the star, like man, he'll just play, boy. Oklahoma City is they can be dangerous, but the problem is they're young too. But they put buckets. I mean, like I said, I like the Nuggets. I mean, when you got the best player in the NBA, it's just hard. Bro, he's the best player in the NBA, and it's like not even close. Like Jokic is like Joker is like really, really good.
Well, CJ, Joker can make four of us on this show turn this into a playoff.
Right. He's that good.
No. I'm not one of the four.
He's that
Scott will take credit for assembling the team.
Scott, you wouldn't even know. Like you'll be open and wouldn't know you'd be open. The next you know you'd be under the basket making an easy layup. Like that's how easy he is, man.
Hey Vic, I do have an Avs question for you with goalie. I think I have a solution to help the Avs with the goalie position is because CJ's been training behind the scenes to play goalie.
I ain't gotta move much, man. You know, my skin color and skates, we don't really do well, so I ain't gotta move much.
I would never, a hockey goalie, at least you're wearing all that shit. Peter plays lacrosse. Those lacrosse goalies are absolute lunatics, dude. Those guys, they're running around in shorts and shit, and no pads on, and they're getting hit by that. I mean, you got to be suicidal to play that position in that sport.
Well, Casey's a big lacrosse player. Casey played lacrosse. He was actually he had an offer from Syracuse, CJ.
Okay, go make it happen.
Yeah.
Hey,
glad you chose to play. But I'm glad you chose to play football.
Hey, Casey, I got a quick question for you.
Yes, sir.
Who's the best player you ever been around and why?
I was just gonna ask that.
Football or in any sport.
Football.
Dexter Lawrence.
Okay. Why?
Yeah. Just the most dominating person I've ever seen. He can do whatever he wants to anyone. It's actually it's really fun to watch him from practice to games just because his technique is just elite. There's really no limit to him. You gotta put four hands on him every play, or else he's just gonna rip through your offensive line like nothing.
So it's mental and physical. He's
he's just a stud. Yeah.
I ain't get a chance to play him. He was a young guy, but he can play. But he reminds me a lot of. I don't know about you, Scott, if you see it that way. But he reminds me a lot of Gerald McCoy. Like Gerald McCoy was that way.
No, I got you.
Really good, strong.
I wasn't a big fan of him coming out, and I missed him, of course, because he's been a hell of a player.
Yeah,
hell of a player, and he still is to this day.
So why weren't you a big fan of him coming out, Scott?
You know what? I think it was Clemson. I think it was just some bullshit coming out of there. As a personnel guy, you kind of get tired of like the Texas, Clemson's.
You get tired of the good schools.
Well, but just because it's like country club shit, you know? And it's
are they good because they work, or are they good
because
he
had an issue right before he came out with being suspended?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I could see that adding on to it too.
Yeah, but still, though, Casey, I missed him because he's a damn good football player.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, he is, and
Yeah.
he was, it's just fun to watch him. Well, I mean, if pick a game and just watch him and every snap. If he's not taking two people, he's either in the
Yeah, he's
backfield
winning.
or
He's in the
he's
backfield
in the
winning. Yeah.
quarterback
That's
space.
how Gerald McCoy was.
And he's not hitting these pretty pass rush moves. He's running through a guy's face and doing it easily. It's pretty fun
I
to
didn't
watch.
see that. I didn't see that. I didn't think he had that, and he does.
And just from listening to our coach talk to him, his dominant power rushing has kind of taken off in the past 2 to 3 years.
Yeah.
I don't think he was as good as it coming out. I think he danced a lot from what I've heard.
Got better.
And he's kind of really expertise the power rushes, and he'll hit a quick move once in a while, but he's pretty good.
Yeah.
All right, so CJ, which audible system is more complex? Peyton Manning's or the Lombardis in the Turkey Bowl, where they just speak Italian to each other?
Speak Italian to each other. I would still have to go with 18. So I don't know Italians, but I know how to get open. They know how to get the ball.
Scott, if I were a smart NFL general manager, I would field a team of 52 Italian-speaking small dudes who just lateral the ball back and forth. And it's unbelievable how that system works. Nobody knows what the hell's going on.
Nope.
They get all pissed off. They don't understand what you're saying. But we move the ball, Scott. We move the ball up and down the field.
It's what Army's doing right now. They're undefeated.
Yes.
Hey guys, I think Casey's got it.
Hey, Vic, I couldn't go that far because I just can't.
Casey probably got to wind down. Got to practice tomorrow.
He just texted me he got to let the dogs out.
Yeah, all good. We loved him. We love to have him. We back at it, man. Talking sports with my guys. Got my man Vic on. I ain't seen Vic in a long time. Me and Vic got a hole. You can get on YouTube and watch me and Vic drive around in a Bentley.
Oh, remember that? That was fun, man. That was fun.
I had a good year that year, too.
Yeah, you did. That was fun. Hey, CJ, that's back in the day when I had a good time covering the Broncos. Man, covering the Broncos today sucks.
Well, part of it is, I think part of it is, I mean, outside of the winning and losing, the head coach ain't as friendly as the other ones.
Well, they closed it down, bro. They closed it down.
They're not as friendly as the other ones.
Yeah. Back in the day, I got to know some of the players. You got personal relationships with them. You got that doesn't happen. He don't want that to happen.
Yeah, I know.
Purposely shuts that down.
He don't let us do that. And we alumni. He barely let us do that. He hierarchies us in our alumni system. He's showing respect to me. I mean, I'm 9 all-time rushing, so he shows a lot of respect for me. But I've seen him like David Bruton. I've seen him not show the same love to David Bruton as he showed me, which is crazy.
Hey, Vic, if you want any help there, let me know. I know the head coach well. I know the DC very well. I know very well. If you need any help, you let me know.
Speaking of that, Vic, I want to ask you that from a media journalist perspective. How do y'all feel about Vance, right? Came back, obviously, as a head coach. It didn't really work out, but as a D coordinator, he's like doing his thing. Do y'all see difference in him than what y'all saw before?
First of all, you're preaching to the choir here on this. Pete knows because I actually texted Pete a couple weeks ago. I said, Vance Joseph is kicking some ass.
I love EJ.
To show let me tell you this, to show the humility to come back to a city where you were let go in the first place and just say, you know what? I don't give a shit. I'm going to pull up my pants and go coach. I don't care. And to do it at this level, to do it this well, especially with the defense outside of Patrick Surtain, they don't have bona fide name players, right? There aren't big names. This isn't a defense with this isn't the old Baltimore Ravens defense or your Broncos defense, Super Bowl 50. That wasn't that defense. So he's taken a bunch of no names and turned them into a top 5 defense.
No, that's what he did that. He did that also in Arizona. I mean, VJ. I played for VJ. Obviously, like, you don't know this, Vic. We had a very emotional moment when I got cut because VJ knew in that locker room one dude that was like, I ride for VJ. I believed in what he said. I believed him because me, I'm always about respecting your mind and how you teach in football. So I've always respected that on the defensive side of the ball that VJ brought. Now we just couldn't get the rest of us to be on the same page with VJ. They thought he was kind of corny, but it's good to see. I text VJ too, and I tell Pete all the time, it's good to see VJ doing his thing. I hope he get another opportunity to run the organization.
Vic, what's the media's take on the NFL Players Association position that they're trying to get the media out of the locker room?
Yeah, that's crazy too.
I see both sides of this, and not just the NFL. I've always been, like in an NBA locker room, which is a fourth the size of an NFL locker room, and I'm sitting in there, and there are times where I'm like, can I imagine a bunch of dudes and gals hanging around in my bathroom while I'm just coming out of the shower? I wouldn't be too comfortable. So I understand it from that perspective. I understand.
Anatomically, you're not prepared for that.
Exactly. I don't have the necessary goods to be prepared for that. But at the same time, if you don't get access in the locker room, some dudes will just take off. You're not going to get access. That's where you get your best stories.
That is true.
You get your best stuff.
You ain't lying. I've seen a lot of people sit in the training room to avoid the media and text us. How it is the media out yet? I've seen that.
Hey, speaking of the media and access in the locker room, Pac-Man Jones is joining us.
Pat,
smell me. Okay.
Hey, fellas, I got to go because I got to do our podcast for Altitude. But, man, I'm going to do this again with you guys. You guys are awesome.
Thanks, Vic.
Thanks, Vic.
Nice to see you guys again, man.
Yeah.
Take care, Vic. Hey, bro. You never been in the locker room if you're scared to take a shower around dudes, though. Just let you That's an FYI.
We ain't never had that problem though. People like tripping.
Yeah, because
in the locker room. That's new to me. When I heard that came out, I was like, I ain't never had that problem.
Bro, we grew up in the locker room, bro. Like we grew up in high school, then you go to college.
Right.
Like
these kids these days.
We don't have those problems about taking showers and all that stuff. But the new millennium is a whole lot different. I will say nothing against any other. Whatever you want to do, I'm with. I'm cool. I'm secure.
Scott,
I'm secure with myself. But like at the end of the day, like I don't give a fuck who's by me taking a shower.
Nah, he's right. Because like when I saw the reports, I'm like, wait, is this a thing? Like I was just in the locker room taking a shower, getting dressed.
Chris, this is not a thing, bro.
Right.
Wash your dick, take a bath, get out the shower.
That's it.
Scott, can you put
as an NFL player, you do not think about all that shit, bro.
Right, like that don't keep it. That never crossed my mind, and I was gonna
never ever
before he left. Like that ain't never crossed my mind in
my
whole year playing. I ain't never been like, who's watching me?
only people do that is like you know what it is. I ain't I don't gotta say everything, but like we had a couple locker rooms that people drafted people that wasn't as other people, and like I just said, my mom only deal with women after my dad died. My dad died right in front of me at 7 years old, so it's not like I'm against whatever anybody do. I'm not personally, but at the end of the day, the locker room is a whole lot different than anything else. Like certain shit is allowed, certain shit is not allowed, and if it's not allowed, they'll get your ass up out of there real quick.
Fast.
So Scott, have you ever had a lipper like Pac's got going right now?
Got what?
A lipper like Adam's
dip.
The dip.
Oh yeah,
big dip going on.
I got
he got a.
I sleep with the dip in, buddy.
Me too.
Hey, by the way,
hey, that's not a good thing. Make sure you got one of them things in there like I got, that blow all the shit out your teeth.
I don't have that.
I forget what it's called. Well, you need to get you one.
It don't matter. I'm not worried about it. But
hey, Scott, we're not trying to die tomorrow, bro.
Oh, I hear you. Don't worry.
What the fuck are we doing?
That's how we stay up for meetings, baby.
Hey, Pac-Man, let me ask you this real quick. Are you cool with me calling you Pac-Man?
That's the only thing you can't call me.
Okay. We had a receiver who was a first-round pick, and I was in San Francisco, and he got drafted before I got there. So I got there in 05, whatever. And
also, you got there when I got drafted.
Yeah.
Why the fuck didn't y'all draft me? Oh, y'all was too late down.
I wasn't there yet. I wasn't there.
No, 05, I got there in 05, but y'all was late, though. San Francisco, y'all didn't have a chance in hell.
All right, you was young, early, hella early.
But the poor dude, by his own fault, I'm like, he never showered. They're like, he's taking a shower pill. And they make fun of him. He never shower after games, after practice. Nothing.
Yeah, that's sick. That's sick. You can't just walk around funky. We ain't gonna let you do it. We gonna call you out on it.
I know the players
And
didn't
if
say.
you doing it
I was
every
just about to
day-
ask him that. See, did the players not say nothing?
Right, every day, bro. You walking, you going home. No, we see you walking out of the locker room, bro.
Man,
No,
y'all
no,
had
he got
Frank
called
Gore there.
out.
There's
Don't
no
worry.
way. Was it Frank Gore?
No. No. That was 05.
Well, you said 05. That's what you just told me.
No. It was before
Frank
I got
Gore
there.
was the same year I was.
It was 04.
Oh, okay.
Oklahoma State.
Obviously, you don't want to say no names, but
Oklahoma State. That's all I'll say. Wide receiver.
First rounder out of
oh, I know exactly who it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm
Crazy.
telling you, the players would destroy him. I felt bad for him. I'm like, guys, leave him alone. He's not playing worth a shit. He's not starting. He's not doing anything. And they're like, oh no, he just takes a shower pill.
But like the locker room is different, bro. Like you can't
yeah.
control
I
that.
know.
Like the players control the players control everything, really.
Oh yeah.
Feel me?
Let's get that straight right now.
Feel me?
I'll tell you this much.
Like people be talking shit about this and that. Yeah, Devontae Adams, Aaron Rodgers, Joe Burrows, and you can go down the line. But like we're in a day and a time right now where players have a lot of say so.
Way more than what we had.
Oh yeah.
What if we had this shit right now? See,
hey,
oh my
way
God.
more than we. I mean,
It's
and
crazy.
even with like, I'm talking like publicly, like not just.
No, I'm talking about man. These niggas going on. I mean, not niggas. Sorry, these motherfuckers are going on fucking
Publicly, right?
StreamYard
Publicly. Yeah, that's
right
what I'm
after the
saying.
game.
Publicly.
Oh yeah, these motherfuckers ain't shit. Coach ain't do shit.
Right.
Boom, boom, boom.
Like there's no way we could have let that allow when we was.
Man, Michael Parsons them is like
they got
playing shit.
they got a podcast every Monday.
This motherfucker ain't played in 2 weeks and talking every week, bro. Like, what the fuck are we doing?
Couldn't do that in our day.
No, it should be a fucking rule. If you don't play, you don't get to do pod.
Okay. Hey, Pac-Man, you're like this. So I'm in a meeting with the coaches and the ownership, and all of a sudden the trainer comes running up. He's like, "We got to fight. We got to fight in the locker room." So I'm like, "All right, who is it?" He says, "Well, it's Kevin Barlow."
Don't say no names. Don't say no names.
No, Barlow. I can say it because I traded him the next year. And in the D line, man,
fuck them.
They were banging the same stripper.
Oh wow!
What? They was fighting about some hoes.
Yeah, and he dropped them one punch.
Y'all was gonna never win.
As soon as he got punched.
Hey, listen, man. On my team, man, we share hoes. I'm just being straight up with you, like no cap.
I'm just saying, they came up and told me,
bro.
He got dropped with one punch. And
bro,
like,
I've been on. I've been in the middle of a lot of bullshit because I throw the team parties. You get what I'm saying?
Sure.
But like we always had a rule, like bros before hoes.
100%. No, I'm with you. Don't worry. I've been in trouble.
These people are here. These people are in here doing a job. We hired them to do this job. Like we literally hired them.
Sure, I hear you.
We paid them. They signed these non-disclosures. They all got $5,000 a piece. Let's enjoy ourselves. We're definitely not arguing about the people that we're bringing to the party. And
no. I've known
the crew that I've always been with, and I got to talk about some OGs though, like Keith Bullock.
Yeah. There you go.
I would say Keith Bullock was the main one who taught me like the ropes. This motherfucker, I had to pay $54,000 at the Ricky party just because he wanted to be an asshole. And I give him all the credit, but he taught me a lot as far as how to do it, when to do it, what to do, and how to do. And like my whole career, like I've made a lot of mistakes. Yeah, everybody know that, but it's not one person that ever complained about me being a teammate or any of my coaches. And people be like, "Oh, how the fuck this guy get all these chances?" You know why? Because I'm good on fucking Sundays, and I'm good Monday through motherfucking Friday.
Yeah, well, it's Friday. Yep.
Now, when I leave that motherfucker, that's a whole different story.
How many gray hairs did you give Peter over the years,
I think
Pac-Man?
Peter knows. Yeah.
A lot. Like, shout out to Coach Fisher, because Coach Fisher was like the best player coach that I ever had. Like, I was smoking weed.
Get up.
Coach Fisher caught me smoking weed, right? I had blew up the whole, I mean, literally, we downtown New York. I'm like, fuck it, bro. I'm smoking. Like, I ain't want to go outside. It was cold as fuck. So I just started smoking in the room. Boom. I ain't have a roommate at the time. My boy, Andre Thurman, he came in the room. He's like, man, let me hit that shit. I smell it all the way outside. I'm like, bro, get out the room. He's like, nah, I want to hit it. So he ended up coming in the room. 3 minutes later, Fisher walk in the room. Like, bro, y'all got the whole hallway smelling. I'm like, bro, it's cold as fuck outside. This is exactly what it's cold as fuck outside, bro. I'm not going outside to smoke. Like, he literally sent Andre Thurman home on a private plane for being in the room with me. And I felt so bad.
Wow.
And I told him, like, bro, don't come in here.
Don't come in here.
Don't come in.
I will say that. I've had some OGs who's like, CJ, we can do this, but you can't.
You can't, bro.
Because they're going to send you home.
Hey, CJ, I was the number one pick overall, bro. What are they going to do to me?
I've had some OGs do that with me. Hey, you cool and we love you, but like you undrafted. If you get caught with us, they sending you home.
They're sending your ass home.
I've had
and
that.
everybody be talking about, everybody get treated the same. No, the fuck
no,
they don't.
Hey, that's a big run there by the Broncos.
That's a huge run by McLaughlin right there. Huge run.
McLaughlin.
You might get this. You might get your little coffee and your scone. They might find a way.
Yeah, you gonna get that, but everybody ain't treated the same. You
That's
come
true.
to your ass. Hey, look, come to that meeting late and see how much that fine be.
Right. He ain't lying.
But if the next day you go to the fine and you walk in with Joe Burrows and you're both 2 minutes late, oh, sorry, Joe, did we start early?
Yeah.
Yeah, but the next day you show up and Joe Burrow's sitting down there, that'll be $5,000.
Yes, it will be.
Yeah,
and I will say this though, like, to me, this is my personal opinion. Fisher and Marv, like, as far as player coaches, Fisher is number one though. Like, Fisher didn't give a fuck. Like, as long as you do what the fuck I tell you to do, and you perform on Sundays, ain't nothing going on. Now, Marvel was a little bit more scricker, like, all right, you gotta be on time, boom, boom, boom. And which I was one of the guys that was on time. Like, let me not say like, oh, I was late and all that shit, but like, I believed in my craft. I believe in being on time, and I practiced hard as fuck. I took practice like the game. But like, as far as like, if we in preseason, they talking about 11 o'clock curfew. Bro, I'm gonna see y'all at 1:30, bro.
Hey, Pac-Man, remind me not to have you come to our preseason motivational speech to my junior high basketball players.
Yeah, don't do. Hey, if you pay me, I'll come talk about it. I don't believe in lying.
You're a fighter now, Pac-Man.
Now, Pac, I do believe this though. In this day and age with these athletes, they ain't got the OGs schooling them how y'all schooled me.
No, but you know, it was a little different when you came in, see? Because, like, we had Hazen and everything. You can't do shit right now. Like, football is soft.
That's true.
You can't talk to them hard.
I got my ass,
these coaches are so scared to coach because they pussies now. Mike Zimmer was one of the best coaches in the league.
Let me go, boy. I love
by
Zimmer.
far. Because he held everybody accountable. The Dallas Cowboys suck right now. You know why?
Struggling.
You know why? Because him and Pauly G is scared to say what they really want to say. Now, I know them. Like, these are my boys.
Right.
And, like, I'm not throwing them up on the bus or no shit like that. But what I'm saying is, you can't change the way you coach. You can't change the shit you're doing when you're successful. If you do that, you're going to be what you is now, which is some shit. These motherfuckers are the worst in the league in every category. Running. Passing.
Dang it. No pressure on the quarterback. Yards per carry.
everything. And the reason why they're like that is because he didn't take the mentality that he been taking. And I love Zim to death, and I love PG. Them are my people. Like, I literally talk to them probably like twice a week. And I told them last week, y'all some hoes. Y'all tricks. Y'all some tricks. Y'all ain't sticking to the code. And like, who gives a fuck if they don't agree or don't like the way you coaching them? As long as the performance is right, you got to do it the way you've been doing it, and they are not doing it. Period.
So Adam, speaking of that, so Vance Joseph right now, defense coordinator for the Broncos, he's basically pitching a shutout tonight, right? Now you had him. He coached you in what, Cincinnati also?
Yeah, VJ good. VJ real good.
And he's getting
especially
better
on the back end. Like on the front end, he might not know shit, but the back end, he is the best of the best.
And what about personality wise, coaching wise?
Head coaching wise, or what do you say?
Both.
All right, so he was an Uncle Tom when it come to head coaching wise. That's just my opinion.
No, but we got obviously he was.
Hey, the
my head
nigga was
coach.
a trick, bro.
He was my head coach. He was. We called him Wayne Brady.
See, the nigga was a trick. He lost his nuts.
Yeah, we call him Wayne Brady.
Now, when he was a defensive coordinator, he had his nuts.
Yeah, see, I never got to know that Vance. I got to know the
when he and I had a chance to go over to Denver, Peter. You set up there. I hated it. I quit. I literally quit. They didn't cut me. I called Peter like, I'm not doing this shit no more, bro. He like, huh? I'm like, yeah, bro. Tell them to cut me. So he was like, I'm not telling them that. I walk up to the office. I was like, look, bro, I'm done with this shit. I'm done coaching little ass kids if we're not trying to win. That is not why I came here. And at that time, like, I did have a hamstring problem, but like, I ain't gonna even name the names, but they was shitty. And the people that they signed actually was shitty too. Like the safety that they signed to a long-term deal is in Atlanta right now. He's like the third safety. This motherfucker don't know cover 3, cover 4, 1, 0, or none, bro.
Playing safety though, that's crazy.
But that's what they did, and Peter had a lot to do with this because he was over there with all them fucks.
Peak news now. I know. Yeah, I was there.
Yeah. You know, I gotta say what I gotta say, but
Pete homies.
At the end of the day, it was a great situation, but it wasn't a great situation. I thought that we could win the championship there. That's the only reason why I signed. And you can ask Peter this question right now. And only reason, because I thought we had a chance of winning. But the quarterback situation was garbage.
Garbage went after 18
it was
left.
Garbage. Oh my God.
I know it was garbage when you got there.
I'm like, is this what I signed up for? Only thing that was good in Denver is white chocolate. And that's a restaurant.
I was gonna say, is that a female?
Nah.
It's a restaurant.
It is.
If
really
it was
weird.
a female and she was white
Fire
chocolate, we would have called her Panda.
Stella.
That's an even better name.
Hey, you know I know. That's an inside joke for me and Pat.
Yeah.
Good old Stella.
Goodness gracious.
How's she doing?
Hey,
So as the Broncos are setting their second defensive set here for the second half.
Good.
Hey, what?
Especially,
Get it out, man. What the fuck you say?
Tackle. Good tackle.
Well, how excited are you to play a rookie quarterback, Pac-Man?
I like it. But the difference between this day and age and when I grew up is they don't disguise. Everybody's going out and just playing coverage, which is the dumbest thing ever. Like, if I had a big emphasis in NFL right now, it would be like, none of you people are disguising. Y'all going out playing cover 4, line up and cover 4. You going out playing 0, you show 0 even before the motherfuckers already lined up showing that they're blitzing.
Reason why that is though, Pat, a lot of these quarterbacks ain't got it here.
It ain't the quarterbacks, bro. It's the defense, bro. It's a lot of bad defense.
Well, what
These
about now
quarterbacks not
Flores?
smart enough.
Adam Flores in Minnesota does a great job of disguising.
That's why Minnesota's undefeated.
He got
But I
that
mean,
package.
at
That
the
third down
snap of the
package
ball,
is
those
real
guys are
too.
racing all over the place.
Who is Florida? What do you mean Florida? Which team?
No,
I said
Flores.
Flores,
Flores.
BF, Brian
Oh,
Flores.
Flores. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the
Yeah.
snap of the ball,
But
they're
like
running all over
Zim,
the place.
I don't know what the fuck Zim them doing. They done got
Zim ain't
Hollywood.
doing none of the stuff I saw Zim give me
Man, you
problems
know
when
how
I
good he
played.
was on defense, bro.
Right. I watched the Cowboys. When Zim got hired, I was like, bro, this is a good hire. Zim know what he's talking
Bro,
about. Zim
I
got
said the first thing I said, only reason the Cowboys gonna be good is because they have this motherfucker got the TV up so loud back here. Sorry, y'all. Only reason I said the Cowboys was gonna be good because of Mike Zimmer, bro.
I was like Zimmer. I was like,
And hey, look, bro, they not
7
doing
up,
shit,
8 up,
bro. They not
7
doing
up,
no
8,
palms.
no palms, no 7
Only
up, no
thing I
8
can
up,
think
no
of
pressures.
is maybe they don't have the personnel to do it.
Yeah, that's a Jerry thing though. That's one thing Jerry
Nah,
got.
don't, man. Hold on. Don't do that shit, bro.
What?
I ain't
You
gonna.
don't think that's
Hell
GM?
no, bro. Don't put it on Jerry, bro.
That's GM, bro.
Bro, they missing goddamn 7 people on defense. What are we talking about? I'm not gonna let you do that, bro.
That's the GM, man.
How many people they missing on defense? I bet you can't even name me everybody who's missing out right now.
I know they lost a D tackle.
All right, Google, nigga.
98.
Google.
98. I ain't even getting the Micah yet. But they
Google.
lost an inside guy on the ACL.
Hey, how many is smart guys on this phone?
Ain't nobody raising their hand.
Nope.
That's a big catch right there by the Broncos.
All right,
How
at the
many people
middle.
they missing on defense, bro?
All right, so when you're missing guys,
I'm
who
just
I
gonna
am-
tell you, they missing 7 motherfucking starters. 7.
True.
So you tell me, out of 11 motherfucking people, how can we be successful, CJ, if we missing 7 fucking starters?
That's a part of the game, though.
7 starters, bro.
Nah, 7 is a little too
You
much.
only got 11, bro. You missing 7, bro.
7 a little too much.
It's like they traded for Russell Wilson.
But it don't change that the fact that, bro, they
Russell
can't.
Wilson. Are we talking about Russell Wilson?
It
It's
don't
like-
That's
change.
the worst decision that fucking Pittsburgh ever made.
But it don't Pat, it don't change the fact that they can't tackle. They're not even playing gap
They
responsibility.
are playing with a
It's
D2
fundamental.
line and a D2 secondary. I mean, back half as far as linebackers, besides the middle linebacker, and the secondary
It's atrocious.
is bad.
It's atrocious.
I don't even know who the safety they got. The 2 safeties
yeah,
they
the
got. I
safeties
can go.
they got,
Hey, listen. I
don't
can go
know
and get
them.
my son. My son right now.
I know they
6
missing.
years old.
I know they missing Bland. They miss him early. Obviously, Trayvon ain't playing well, but he probably checked out. He ain't
All right,
checked
but
out this early.
Trayvon had one bad game. Last game was his worst game. But besides that, like everybody else, bro, just think about it.
Nah, it's bad over there.
It's bad.
It's bad over there. But they not even tackling, bro. Like tackle, bro.
They don't got nobody to tackle. See, just think about it. Like, name who's starting right now. Have you ever met him? Or do you know him?
Nah, I don't know.
Tell me 3 of the starters that was dogs. Diggs.
Diggs,
That's
Parsons.
it.
And that's it. Diggs
No,
and Micah,
Parsons
and
not
that's it.
even out there.
Well,
He's
Parsons
hurt.
not out there. So you talking about right now, Diggs is the only one.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you know how hard this game is, bro. Like, everybody's good.
Oh, big run. Bo Nix. Touchdown. Oh, no, he slipped over his own feet.
Bo Nix is playing good right now, too. Shout out to Bo Nix.
Well, if they score a touchdown here and they go up 26-3, that's gonna be a tough thing to come back from.
Game's over.
So Pat, let's get
New Orleans is bad. You want to talk about the Cowboys?
New Orleans is not bad, though. Don't say that.
All right, so how do you get as a defensive player? And the offense has got 3 points. You're busting ass. You've been playing right now almost 2/3 of the game on defense. What do you do to your offense players to try to motivate them?
Nothing.
I was gonna say.
We don't talk to them.
Not at all.
It's got to be like the game got to be on like, all right, motherfuckers, y'all better go score. But besides that, like,
it's gonna be that.
And like you got to realize, like, this shit is like it's a gladiator sport. So
touchdown Denver.
Players like we're different. Like when you're in that locker room, there's only 54 of us. Like we expect you to perform. Now at the end of the game, we might say something, but like during the game, like. Especially them offensive niggas are soft as fuck. You can't even say nothing to them.
What about, hey, Pac, what about with a kicker that misses two, like, the Jets kicker missed 2 field goals?
You don't say shit to him till after the game.
Yeah, y'all talk.
And after the game, if you cost us the game, motherfucker, you get paid one job to do one thing.
I play with Greg though. Greg sent us to the Super Bowl. Greg solid. I play with Greg before.
Greg goddamn shanked 3 of them.
He shaked them hoes. He shaked them hoes. He shaked them hoes.
I don't give a fuck about that Super Bowl shit. I'm talking about what you did for me lately.
He shaked them hoes for the Jets. But
what have you did for me lately? Did you hear what I just told your ass?
Greg is solid.
He ain't been solid this year.
The whole Jets been struggling this year.
No, we talking about him as a kicker.
He missed. He missed. He a part of the. He a part
he
of the
missed
struggle.
fucking 3 of them. What are you talking about?
Cost me a game Monday night.
It was 40 yards bro.
First on one of them, Breece Hall got a score. Breece Hall don't make
man. Fuck that, man. You get paid one job as a kicker, bro.
Bro, you in the open field.
I ain't gonna let you
Breece
say
Hall
that.
Got a score. Hell,
bro. 45 yards in, bitch. You gotta hit the field goal straight on. Bro. I don't want to hear the shit about Breece Hall got a score because that shit don't happen every time. That's bullshit, bro.
That ain't bullshit. Hell, not if you expect to be.
Man, make the motherfucking kick.
Make the play. Score the
make
ball.
The kick.
Right, yeah, but TJ, once the play's not made,
TJ, make the kick.
The kicker got to make his 3 points.
I'm not disagreeing with y'all on that, but I'm not gonna sit here and we talking about a solid back who can break tackles, bro got speed, and he sit there and look at the safety and ran right into him when he didn't even try to make the nigga miss for a touchdown. Like
that shit happens sometimes.
I ain't on that. I ain't on that.
But at the end of the day, we're in field goal range.
Yeah, make the kick. I agree with you. I'm not disagreeing with you on that. Make the kick.
Hey, we're talking in circles here. Pac-Man, I have a question I wanted to ask you about Travis Hunter. What do you think of Travis Hunter? Where should he go? What position should he play?
I think Travis Hunter definitely should win the Heisman because the reason why I say that is when the last time we seen a kid that play offense and defense? Yeah. I don't care if you're on a winning team, losing team, whatever the fuck the team is. He is the most electric player that's in college football right now. We haven't seen this shit. We seen Deion Sanders do it.
Charles Wilson.
Mm-hmm.
We seen Pac-Man Jones do it. We seen Charles Wilson do it. And the boy from Florida State, Peter Ward.
Champ did it.
I mean, Champ. Well, I ain't. Champ were really on offense like that.
But Chris Gamble was. I'm
talking about people that's playing 20 plays or more.
Chris Gamble was on Ohio State. Chris Gamble did it too.
I don't know who the hell it is, but okay, Chris Gamble.
Do you think he's got a chance of playing both sides of the ball in the NFL?
No fucking way. The fuck are you talking about, buddy?
I'm just asking. You're the expert.
This NFL shit is way different than college.
These kids, these dudes are better.
Tim Tebow was a great quarterback. What was he in the NFL?
Hey, Pac-Man, I played both sides.
Peter Ward was a great wide receiver and a punt returner. What was he in the NFL? This shit is way different, bro. Everybo's fast. Everybody's really fucking good. You got D linemen in the NFL that run 4.4, 4.5, 4.6. Me guessing, I think Travis Hunter ran 4.9, 8 maybe. If I said what side of the ball he should play, it would be defense to me.
Okay.
He's really good at the line. He's good with his eyes. He got good hands. But like playing on the offensive side of the ball in the NFL, bro.
You got to be special.
Everybody is goddamn fast. That's the first and foremost thing. You be like, who in the fuck is this motherfucker? This motherfucker came from Sam and Huff University. This motherfucker ran 4.2. No, for real. Dead ass for real.
No, I believe it.
And like, I can use Colin Finnegan as an example of that.
Finney.
Yeah. Finney was a dog. I'm like, who the fuck is this? Who is this guy they done drafted behind me? And then like, once you get to realize like, this shit is real over here. It ain't just, this shit ain't just, oh yeah, everybody get to play. Nah.
I will say this, Rob. This week, I'm excited about the matchup. They play a lot of man-to-man. T-Mac a top 10 pick. Receiver for Arizona. He a top
Yeah,
10 pick.
T-Mac is. Hey, what about Arizona uniforms, though?
Yeah.
I like the new uniforms.
I've always liked them. I've always liked
I
the
like the new
colors and with the
uniforms.
uniform. But
I
T-Mac,
actually put them in my top 10. West
seeing
Virginia's
him,
#1 right now with the all black with the fucking chrome, though. Put that on.
that chrome is clean too. But T-Mac a top 10 pick. That's gonna be a good matchup to see. You know, that receiver
No,
versus
he's
Travis.
a legitimate. Yeah, he's a legitimate receiver.
Yeah, top 10 pick.
I don't know
He
about
could be a
that.
top receiver.
I don't know about that either.
That nigga said top 10.
What y'all
You
don't
must
like
be-
about it?
Hey, you must know him.
Oh, I definitely do know him. And he
All right,
gonna,
well,
he gonna
obviously
run.
that's why you said that, but
He
he's
gonna
not a
run
top 10 pick.
fast, great ball skills, solid route runner. What are we
Not a
missing?
top 10 pick.
All right, we'll see.
Maybe top 20, but not top
We'll see.
10, bro.
I'm
We'll
with
see.
Pac-Man. I'm
Scott-
with Pac-Man. 100%.
Yeah, Scott. You'll change your mind when you watch the tape, and then you go
No,
out and do his thing.
I've
The
seen
tape
him.
don't lie. The tape don't lie. We've been watching the tape.
Yeah.
See?
Watch you play,
I've
baby.
seen him.
He's a
He's
good
not-
receiver. Now, I'm not taking nothing against him.
Correct.
But
You got
are
drafted-
you fucking crazy saying that he's a top 10 pick, nigga?
No,
You must be out your regular ass mind.
no.
He's been in
Hey,
school a lot.
Like, bro, we got 3 good quarterbacks. You got 4 damn good linemen.
Correct.
Sure, correct.
Correct.
I mean, like, these 4 linemen that we got right now.
At least. Yep,
Bro,
at least 4.
You must not be watching.
I'm watching.
But what I'm
tape,
saying
bro,
is, like,
every time.
and if you go to the wide receiver board, he's probably like 1, 2. Even like he ain't been better than Jalen. The kid is 17 years old in Alabama. He ain't even better than him.
Well,
I'm
he's
with
legit.
What are we
Hey.
talking about right here?
Hey, CJ, I'm with you. I'm with Pac-Man from the standpoint he's a maybe top 20 guy, maybe. But I've taken receivers in the first round. You got to be careful. You got to be Marvis Harrison Jr. You got to be something that's outrageous. Because you could take 2 in the 3rd and 5th round that could come in and be starters. There's so
Agree
many
with that.
receivers.
I didn't disagree with that.
But
I'm not
There's
disagreeing.
a lot of good
with your
receivers out there, though. You got a kid from Ohio State. You got a kid from LSU. Like,
oh yeah, no.
Kid from LSU is solid. Kid from LSU
He
is a
what?
good player. Kid from LSU is a good player. He's a good player.
Yeah.
he can flat out fucking fly, CJ. Tell me what you can't coach.
Speed.
You know you can't coach speed.
Oh, I know it. Don't worry.
Says the same guy who just said everybody in the NFL fast. Can you get separation? Do you have an advantage? Do you have an
Hey,
advantage
look, I've
on
been
getting
fast
separation?
my whole career. One
Come
thing
on
that I
now.
did have, I was running 4.3, 4.2 at 35 years old.
And you keeping up with the same 4-3 guys you was running with.
That's
That's what I'm
my
trying to tell
point.
you, right? But there has to
But-
be separation, route running. There has to be a lot of different things that separates these receivers.
Speed, nigga. That's what
I-
separated.
would
I don't
take
give a
Pac-
fuck what Tyreek Hill do.
Hey,
Get
Pat,
your
so-
ass out there right now and let him run a fucking route.
I would take Pac-Man over receiver any day of the week.
I would take a DB over receiver any day of the 2.
Yeah.
Bro, wait, we having 5 different conversations on one subject.
That's good though.
I would take a DB over a receiver who can run, and that's common
Oh.
sense.
Oh yeah.
That's common
all right,
sense.
Only thing I'm saying is it's level to a lot of shit. That's all I'm saying.
So, Pac, who is the
And
toughest
some people in
receiver?
college like are really good. But when you put them against that dog over there on the other side with that other dog,
There's a lot of those college players like that, though. We
No,
see a
man.
lot of those dudes. I was undrafted, bro. I was a dog. You couldn't.
you
stop
was a dog.
I was undrafted. People miss me. I'm not saying none of that at all. When you the play gonna show when it's time to play. You know that. You seen first rounders be trash.
A lot of them, 90% of them. We can go through all the first round picks. Well, I shouldn't even do that, but that's all.
All right, so Pac, let's be positive. Who was the best receiver you ever played against? Antonio Brown?
Randy Moss was by far the best. T.O. and then AB.
Antonio
AB
Brown.
was a fucking monster,
Bro,
bro.
AB's a dog.
Anybody can say what y'all want to say about
AB
AB.
a dog.
I had to guard this motherfucker for 12 years, and that's why I got paid.
I seen AB.
You should know that, Peter.
Single-handedly.
I
I seen
signed him in
AB
San
single-handedly
Fran
beat us in the
because
second
of
half.
Peter.
Like dog Chris. Like Chris had no chance.
Hey,
I
he
swear to
was-
God, AB had one good game on me. Besides that, he's never had 80 yards on me.
but
And
I'll
I
tell you what,
followed him my whole career.
he was a damn good player. Not
That
to anybody. He
motherfucker
brought
was
an
so
attitude
good.
His
to our
ass
locker room.
Hey, bro,
No
he
one,
was
no
hey,
one, no one effed with him. Nobody.
he was good, bro.
He's
And
a
people
dog.
can say what they want to say about. I don't give a fuck about the off
Good
the
guy.
field shit.
Good
I
guy.
can
I'm
count
talking
on. I
about
can
on the
count on
field.
84 on Sundays.
What?
I can count on
Oh my
84
god,
on Sundays. Like I said, I
man,
seen him single-handedly dog us in the second half.
man! I
Chris had no
smoked two.
chance.
Normally I smoke a joint and a half. I smoke 2 blunts every time I played against him though. And I would like do dumb
Third
shit
and
before the
34.
game, like try to spit on him, like just little shit, like just to fuck with him.
It was just 3rd and 34 for
I was
the
gonna say,
Saints.
CJ, you got a 3rd and 34.
No, I don't have a 3rd and 34 play. We're getting ready to punt.
Draw, CJ, draw to you.
We getting ready to punt.
Draw, bro.
Oh, to me, I'm doing the thing. I'm
What
there.
you talking about? You gonna get at least 20. Nobody want to hit your big head ass.
For sure.
The Saints guards are just they make up for being bad by having a lot of penalties. They are really killing them right now.
They're playing awful.
I've never seen
playing
2 worse
terrible.
guards.
I just want to
Holy
say this,
crow.
right? We like Dennis Allen is 26 and 50 as a head coach. I just want to throw that out there. Like,
And he
That
still got
sucks.
You don't wanna win?
We'd have been fired, see?
we don't want to
Get
win.
your ass the
Do we
fuck
want to
outta here,
win, bro? We 26 and 50 as a head coach.
Hey, just
Doc,
imagine
what do you
that.
do
Hey,
as a
hold on,
GM
hold
and
on.
you see
Hold
that?
on. Hey, bro,
I'll be
imagine
cutting
that as a
I'll be cutting
DB
people.
or a
You're
punt
done. You're
returner.
done. You're out. I'm bringing new guys in.
Come on, man. We 26 and 50 as a head coach. Why are we
Get
even?
the fuck out of here, bro.
I
What
don't even
the
want
fuck
to
we
talk
got
about
going
this.
on? 26 and 50.
I seen Hugh Jackson didn't even get a chance to be 26 and 50, and they got him out of there.
Yeah, you know why that is. It's because the color of us.
That's
You know
all
how
I'm
that shit
saying.
go.
Nah,
That's all I'm saying, man.
Back, man. I'm a white guy. And if I was 26 and 50 as a GM, my ass was gone.
I hope.
No, not
I
true.
hope so.
Hey, listen.
Oh, it
Hey,
would've
look. Really, the NFL is racist on white and black.
No. I disagree.
Hey, they fired John Gruden because he said the man lips look like mission ties. His lips do look like mission ties, bro.
Well, no.
What are we talking about? John Gruden is not a
Ask
fucking
Peter.
racist, bro.
I love
I had him
JG.
at the
Peter knows
Pro
the whole
Bowl.
story.
I love John.
I had like
Pete, you
several
know we
times.
love John around here.
I had
Pete.
several times to chill
We
with
love
him. Like
Gruden.
that's my
Yeah.
dude.
Nah, Gruden
And
cool
then
as hell.
for the Raiders, like the Raiders got to be the worst organization in the fucking NFL, bro.
No. My dad worked for him for 47 years.
Since
Well, that
Al died.
sounds like a fucking personal problem.
Ever since Al died.
No, it's not personal. He played
Ever
for
Hey,
since
but
Al
I'm just
died.
telling you,
and
like,
he worked for 40.
you
Yeah,
might
no.
like Davis them.
Hey,
Ever
Ford,
since-
Ford
ever
is
since
racist.
Al
Hold
died,
on,
it's
hold
been
on,
bad.
hold
Let me
on,
ask you
hold on.
this.
Did you
Hey,
say Ford?
47.
Oh, I thought you said Ford, like the car Ford. I was
No,
like, yeah, you
no.
definitely
Guess
are a
who?
racist.
Guess who invented the bump and run?
What?
Kent McLuhan, my dad.
No, what did you say?
His dad invented the bump and run. You can
Bump
go
and
back
run.
and watch it on tape.
The
No.
fuck is the bump and run?
Coverage.
Press.
coverage.
Just strangle him at the line of scrimmage.
Press coverage. His dad.
Oh, you
That
call it
press-
press. What do you call it? Bump and run?
They
How
call it
old
bump
are
and
you,
run.
man?
It's press.
Well, back in the day, they called it bump and run. But he'd take him out of the routes, and he would just control them.
He's the first guy to do that ever in NFL history.
Yeah,
His dad.
and that's why they changed the
Back
rule
in the
because they're beating the shit out of receivers. He was all pro.
Oh, so that's why you can't touch people after 5 yards?
Yeah. Yep. That's my dad.
I don't know. Pray on him right now and tell him say thank you. We appreciate it. Me as a cornerback, tell him I love him. Hey,
Oh, he
I'll
was-
tell him myself, hey, Dad, I don't know where you're at right now. I want
He
to say
was
thank
all.
you. Thank
he
you
was
for the
all-
bump and run coverage that you created because these
But-
slime bags have changed the whole game now.
We got
Be online.
we
You
got
guys
Casey
can't
Rogers
touch
back
me.
on with us for a few minutes here.
What's up, Case?
Going on. Good to be back.
All
Had
right,
to
so,
take the
hey,
dogs
So
out.
y'all got all white cast and 2 peppers in here. I'm getting the
CJ's
fuck
black.
off here.
He said two.
I know. I said 2
He said two.
peppers.
He said two.
Salt.
Hey,
Salt. Pepper. Hey, this is
Tough,
typical
tough,
for
tough,
Denver, though.
tough,
I
just so you
understand.
know.
Yeah, actually, what ratio did you want in Denver? Pat? Like,
Shit,
no.
I prefer all black, if you ask me, because
That
ain't
is
no
coming
black
back.
people in
Hold it.
Denver, motherfucker.
Outside of
Only
the
I got
sports
out there
team.
is black is the place that I just told y'all earlier, the restaurant.
Yeah, white chocolate. Outside of the sports team.
White chocolate, and it's got great brown. Have y'all been to White Chocolate before?
Oh yeah.
No, for real, no bullshit.
Yes.
Yeah, bro.
Have y'all tried the brownie, the dessert?
The brownie dessert, the brownie sundae.
Yeah. I know
White
you
chocolate.
have. See, you.
Come on,
I'm not
man.
asking you. I'm not
Come
asking
on,
you,
man.
Pepper. Pepper. I'm not asking you, Pepper. I'm asking all
honestly,
these salts on the goddamn screen.
I gotta ask.
You
I
be
asked my wife
nice
if we
now.
can.
All right, that's a no.
You be
That's
nice.
a no.
Well, he a
We know
rookie.
Peter. We know Peter ain't never been there.
Nah,
Nope.
Pete ain't walked outside of his
Peter
gate.
only going to Eli's.
Yeah. Pete ain't walked outside of his gate. And then we got a rookie here, so he ain't even, I don't even, outside of being in Oregon and playing Colorado, I don't even know if you've been in Denver.
All right, Rob.
I lived in Denver for 3 months. Never heard of white chocolate though.
Okay.
All right, Rob. I got a question for you.
Yes, sir.
Are you impressed with the Broncos?
Am I impressed with them?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. We're putting points up. I've been waiting all season for us to be pushing that 30 points a game.
They're supposed to beat this team. You do know that, right?
Hey, you know what? You don't control
Yeah,
who you
but
play.
hey,
You still
hey.
put the points up on whoever you play when you play them. It doesn't matter who's on the schedule.
Nah, it's who you're playing is why you're putting the points up. That's
Hey,
what I'm
you know
trying to
what?
tell you.
Hey, I think
But
at halftime,
CJ,
Sean Payton's
you
writing an
understand.
apology letter to the Saints for putting points up on him. I'm sorry I'm putting points up on you. I didn't mean to
Nah,
put that many on you.
what I'm saying is you're supposed to look this good because who you playing. The reason
Yeah,
why
but
y'all
on the
haven't
road-
looked good
on
is
the
because the
road-
other
Bro,
teams
hold
y'all
on. The
playing that are
Saints are
better.
not a bad team, though.
On the road, going from mountain to east.
Saints are not a bad team.
Nah,
it's solid.
I'm not gonna let y'all get on here and talk like the Saints are a shitty team.
No, they're not.
They're
even
not.
close.
They're not.
No.
Saints are not a bad team.
They're
No.
beat up. They got injuries. They're missing a lot of guys, but guess what?
Yeah.
Sure.
Everybody is. And that's
They
what
missing
we're
their
gonna
whole
do.
front eight damn near. When they front eight there, when them boys running, they run.
Oh, they play ball now.
Yeah.
They play ball when they play ball.
But like you
Yep.
don't apologize for the other team's injuries because you have injuries too. You don't apologize for the
Correct.
team they have to put on the field.
You
So
can't.
I don't feel bad when you're beating a team you're supposed to. I mean, I coach high school and youth sports. If a bad team shows up,
You're not putting the 90 on them. You got sports.
no, I hold the guys.
You're not
back,
us. Only us will humiliate. Right? We don't care about them over there. We're gonna beat them 100 to 2 if we can. You ain't doing that.
You know, we
As a
play for
coach-
the last
as a
name on the back of our jersey now.
Hey, yeah,
As Pac-Man knows, and as CJ knows, you go to New Orleans, there's a lot of distractions.
Oh,
Fuck
plenty
New
of
Orleans. Ain't no distraction. Bro, Miami the distraction. LA the
distraction
distraction.
too. That's a distraction too.
Denver is a distraction because listen, I was so high when we played.
Denver wasn't
I
a
was the reason why we lost the game.
Denver wasn't a distraction for me. I was cool. I don't smoke, so I was all right.
We was in
You're
Denver,
real, Pac-Man. You're real.
and I drunk this drink. It had this drink, right? I'm a smoker. I don't really do like gummies and all that
I
shit.
got you. Don't worry. I got you.
And I drunk this drink they had up there, and you know me, I'm trying to overdo shit. I fucked around and drunk the whole drink. We played a night game. I called Peter like, yo, I am high as a motherfucker. He like, huh? I'm like, bro. He like, Adam, you smoke every day. I'm like, bro, I didn't smoke. I end up drinking a great punch, whatever the fuck it was.
yeah.
Bro, I'm sitting there looking at kickoff. So you know how the punt return dudes go first. Bro, I dropped maybe 5 or 6 punt, Pete.
Yep.
Motherfucker hit me right in the head. Boom. Everybody, like, it wasn't only me. I ain't dry snitching, but it was a lot of us on the team that they got really hard. When y'all beat us that night, we should have won that game.
Well, no.
And
So
the
true
reason why
story
we
is-
didn't win that game is because we was out there on cloud fucking 9, bro.
I got you.
Yeah. You
So,
talking
no,
about the
they-
game where y'all came on Monday night where it was cold as hell?
Man, the game we played y'all in Denver, bro.
Yeah, it was cold.
Y'all
Cold,
beat us
man.
by a field goal or something. We
Yeah,
should
beat y'all
have
in
won it.
overtime. Beat y'all in overtime.
Yeah, we should have won again.
CJ,
That's
they
the year
came
y'all
in,
won the Super Bowl. We should have won the Super Bowl that year, but you know, shit happens.
Casey Rogers learning lessons from
Hey,
veterans
you should thank me right now, CJ.
Take notes.
Y'all was solid, bro. I don't know if y'all would have beat us.
We was solid. Nigga, y'all was sorry.
But we won the chip. Cool. We'll take
But
it.
we had just beat y'all early in the year. Bro, all right, I ain't gonna get into all that, bro.
We'll take it.
So
We'll
Peter,
take
what
it.
Bro, you talking
what
about
type
we
of
was solid, bro.
Y'all
Y'all was shitty, bro.
solid, bro. Y'all was
Y'all niggas didn't have
solid.
nothing, bro. Y'all had you, nigga. Hey, Peyton Manning couldn't even throw a goddamn deep ball that year. What the fuck are you talking
Y'all
about,
sat
bro?
on everything.
All right, what the fuck are you talking about?
Y'all was
You talking
solid,
about?
bro.
Oh yeah, we was solid, nigga. We was the #1 team in the NFL, nigga. We was 9-0 that year.
Until
Yeah,
y'all
the fuck are
came,
you talking about, bro?
until y'all came to
Bro,
good
all
old
right,
Mile
I'm done
High.
talking to you, bro. Y'all niggas was decent, but y'all wasn't that good, bro. Y'all caught us on the high ass night. If you really want to know the truth, only
didn't we just
reason
say
why you niggas won that
put your
game that
boys
night
out
is
there, not worrying
we
about
weren't disciplined, bro.
injuries?
We came out
Hold
there
on.
smoking dope.
Here, because here, wait, CJ, here, pay attention. Here's what happened: is the Bengals thought they would come out on Saturday, 2 days before the game, to get acclimated to the altitude.
Which was the worst decision ever.
These guys, they're staying at the Westin. These guys went and rented a room at the Hilton, two streets down.
It was weed friendly. Yeah,
Weed friendly
tell them.
hotel.
And wait, in Westminster?
Nigga, we had the whole
in
top
Denver,
floor, nigga.
downtown.
Oh, they're downtown? That's even worse.
Whole top floor. The whole
That's
team
even
up there bitch blowing.
That's even worse.
They spent all day Saturday, all day Sunday.
I called Peter like, bro, this is not gonna be good.
That'll get you ready for the altitude.
He like, what's wrong? I'm like, bro, we're so high, bro. I didn't even know how we were going to play this game, and I smoked every time before the game. It was the drink though. They laced us. Y'all probably had something to do with it. They laced us. They gave us that drink. That drink was way too strong for everybody, bro. Niggas are walking around
I
with
wouldn't even know what
liquid
you're talking
drinks
about, bro.
of great weed, like we drinking a fucking a Gatorade. Man, by the time 7:30 hit here, we got to go back. Actually, we had to go back to the other hotel at like 5 something. It was bad. See, we were walking on that bitch, everybody eyes like that.
Hey, all right, so Pat,
Couldn't see shit. You hear me?
Good to know.
Adam, I got two questions. As a punt returner, returning in the dome, does that make a difference because of the lights and stuff? And then
Yes.
returning in Denver because the kicks are longer.
Denver to win too. Don't forget to win. Denver to win. San Francisco to win. Chicago. I'm missing one other place. San Francisco, Denver, Chicago. What's that place they open up the top? Seattle.
Seattle.
So like them 4 places, like the win is like San Francisco is the worst place to ever catch punts at. By far. Number 1. To me. That's my opinion. I'm only all pro. I'm only all pro, Pro Bowl, whatever you want to name it. First team, decade, all that shit there. I ain't win the Super Bowl, but I did win all the accolades that I want to win besides Rookie of the Year, Player of the Year, and all that. But I think those 4 places, I used to hate that shit. I'm like, if you got an indoor facility, why would you let the fucking top of the fucking roof open?
For a reason.
And the only reason why you're letting the top of the roof open is because you're trying to get some kind of advantage.
Correct.
Same way the Colts do the noise.
Correct.
Colts are known for that shit.
Yep.
Oh, we're gonna let the top open. Bitches, 90 degrees outside. Why would you want to let the top open?
What I hated about the Colts too is also they used to do that shit with the sun. We're gonna open this shit up and let the windows blind your ass too.
Yes.
You ain't had that yet, Casey, being a rook. You'll see that. You'll see some of those advantages.
There's a lot of slick shit that
as your career events, bro. But yeah, he's saying it right.
You gotta watch these folks.
It's called
And you gotta realize, I used to keep a little notebook of everywhere I played because I caught punts. But like that shit got something to do if you catching interceptions.
Yep.
passes, all that shit. Like that's like one of the biggest things. That and whoever I was facing. Like I didn't give a fuck what player I was facing. It was more of me facing the coordinator. You get what I'm saying? So
Yep.
if I'm playing, I don't know. Let's just say the Eagles. When I played, the Eagles coordinator was Big Freaky.
Gotcha.
So like I never really watched Deshaun Jackson or whoever other wide receivers they got because I already, all that shit the same. But I did watch like first. I would watch every fucking play on like first down and third down because then when my downs, I'm like, all right, they're gonna give me something on first and third that I can jump. And first down, if I can find something on first down, even if they double move me, I'm jumping it. I don't give a fuck. It's first down. I got caught like that when I played against Odell Beckham. That nigga did the moonwalk on me to Michael Jackson when we played against the Giants. They ran this fucking play, bro, like 30 times on first down, bro.
Got hit with the whirly bird.
I got hit with a roller bird. You know it. But I was cool with it. And I had already told my coaches, like, hey, yo, if I see it, I'm jumping it. Now, if you go back and watch this play, you can tell that I had already decided 2 weeks ago that I was going to jump this fucking play.
Hey, Pat.
Hey, that nigga turned. Hey, see, that nigga turned on me. Oh,
I remember the
couldn't
play.
grab it. If I could have grabbed him, I would have grabbed Mariah's fucking face mask and
I
yanked him
remember the
down.
play too.
All right, so Pat,
And I was like, oh, fuck.
Pat, what do you think of Riley Moss, white corner?
I love it. He's the first cracker that's ever going to be able to do what he's doing.
Easy. My brother and my dad did it. Played in the league.
Hey, bro, y'all white people call us black all the time.
I don't call you black.
He said his
I call
dad
you
his dad was a white corner way back in the day.
And his
Who?
brother was a white corner.
Who?
Bro.
Never heard of him.
66, 67. You weren't even born.
Never heard of him. I was dead. I wasn't even born.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
All right, so that's not my fault. But like, have you ever what other white corner have you heard about in the last 20 years besides him?
Jason Sehorn.
Nah, besides Jason Sehorn, you ain't got one.
Yeah, my brother.
He done it.
What?
Your brother played?
Was 30 years ago.
He played
your
in the
brother
league.
played in the 90s, didn't he? Or the 80s, didn't he?
Yeah, his brother was a third round pick.
He played at CU.
What year? Did he play in the NFL?
Yes.
Yeah. His brother played in
what year?
He played 90.
We don't fucking know him, bro. We talking about the last decade.
Nah,
like, what are we talking about?
15.
Nothing against your brother. Shout out to you, your dad, your brother.
No, I got you.
But
he wasn't very good, just so you know.
He ain't him though. He ain't this white boy.
Nah,
this white boy right here, he can run, he can cover, and he got swag.
Do you know what my brother ran at the combine? White
man,
guy.
y'all didn't have no combine back then. The fuck you talking about?
Did.
Man, get out here with that cap ass shit, man. Y'all can write
y'all
your own numbers on the paper back then, bro.
No. The thing about it.
I'm about to get off this phone call. You talking about your brother ran some fast back in 1988.
4.34.
Your brother ran 4.34?
The fuck out of here.
Oh,
he won the third round to the Colts.
I'm finna look that up.
Man, he lying, bro.
He's a two-time state champion.
Man, ain't no white man running 4.34. He was a white man in 1980 and get drafted in the motherfucking third round. Get the fuck out of here.
What's your brother's name?
These nuts.
Dean.
Hey, Pac-Man, you had 17 interceptions in your career. You had 3 sacks. What was it like to get those sacks? Like, do you remember who you got? Like in those 3 sacks?
Remember. Yeah, I do remember 2 of them. I got Ben Roethlisberger. I got Flacco. Who was the fucking last one? Oh, the Schaffer dude.
Roethlis.
Not him, the other one. The one who's just got a starting job, which was the dumbest decision ever.
Oh, Rudolph. Mason.
Not Rudolph.
Back further or back one
What's the
more?
boy who just came from Seattle? Russell.
Wilson.
I
Yeah,
got
Wilson.
Russell Wilson too. Them was the 3 sacks that I had.
Is
I
Russell
enjoy
Wilson? Is Russell
I
Wilson a
enjoy
Hall of Famer?
No. Hell
Say,
no.
say again?
Russell
No.
Wilson a Hall of Famer?
50-50.
Let's go, Javante.
the fuck you mean 50-50? He won one fucking Super Bowl. What are you talking about?
But he went back to back. I was there. I was there when
It don't
we-
matter if
He
you
not
went
Hall of
back to
Famer,
back.
though.
You know how many
Good
quarterbacks
player,
that went
good
back
player,
to
but
back?
not a Hall of Fame player.
You
Good
gotta-
player,
Alright,
but
so
not
if-
a Hall of Fame player.
All right,
You gotta win
if you
Super Bowls
saying
to
he's
be
a Hall of
Hall of
Fame player, what ballot is he?
Huh?
What ballot
He
is he?
Oh, he definitely not a first round. He definitely not a first
No,
ballot.
no,
for sure.
not first ballot.
No, hold on, see. Let's hear. Let's hear what
It's
the
the same
fuck
as
he got to
Patrick
say.
Willis. I drafted Patrick
What?
Willis, and he finally got in after like the 3rd or 4th year. Frank Gore's gonna be the same way. I think
No,
Russell-
Frank Gore is getting in. Don't
Yeah,
compare
yeah.
Frank Gore to fucking Russell Wilson.
I don't think Russell get in
Well,
after any.
it's-
I mean,
it's totally
TD.
different position.
It took TD
It's
7
different
years
people.
to get in, and I was shocked
No.
that Terrell Davis got in, but I don't think Russell Wilson get in though. I don't think he get in.
He will
Think
eventually.
so?
Yeah, well, we'll see what he does the rest of this year. But yeah, no,
He
he's
might not even play.
Let's ride. Well,
Well,
he's starting this week. He's starting
yeah.
this week.
I was gonna say
Russell
he's
this
starting
week.
Wilson is 19th right now.
Hey, hold on. What do y'all think about that though? Let's talk about that. Russell
I think
Wilson
it's
haven't
good.
done shit. He played one preseason game. And then you got on the other hand, Justin Field is 4-2, which is second in the division right now, tied for first.
Yeah.
As
No,
Mike Tomlin make this dumbass decision, this is what I think. If this don't not work out, Mike Tomlin ass is out of here.
but you know he's not because he's
Yeah, he
a
is.
smart head coach. Very
No, yeah.
smart head coach. He does the best thing for the organization, for the team.
So
Hands
you
down.
telling me that was the best thing to do was go get fucking Russell Wilson to
Hey,
start?
your brother
I'm not
really
there every
ran-
day at practice. If I was there every day at practice, I'd be able to identify it too. And he's like, "That's our guy." That's our
Well,
guy.
he ain't practiced.
No. This week he practiced. That's why he's saying he's
I'm talking about the
starting.
last couple weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had me.
No.
Oh, no,
He,
I don't agree with that. That's me personally. As a locker room, we 4-2. We lost 2 games. Cool. I'm not playing my best, but we're winning. And one thing I can tell you, while you talking that shit about how good all these motherfuckers is, Russ cannot do what this young boy do with his feet.
That's facts.
That's fine.
And at the end of the day,
That's fine.
that
That's
line
fine.
sorry as
How
fuck.
you fucking score?
Hey,
That's
the
facts.
line
Ball.
sorry as fuck.
Throwing the ball.
You got receivers that
give me
can't
a
even
running-
get open or get separation.
You give me a running
Now it'd be
quarterback.
different if you telling me like these receivers
I
are
got
wide
defenders.
open. What
I
the
got
fuck are you telling me?
defenders
Who's
that-
open?
The smile when they
Tell
see
me
a-
somebody who open.
a running quarterback. I
Who?
smile because you know what? They're going to light his ass up.
Who?
He's done. A
Who?
running quarterback.
You talking about running
Man,
quarterback?
you sound
They get hurt.
crazy as fuck, man.
Hey,
The
yeah.
best
Well, I was a
motherfucking
GM
quarterback
for
in the league
many
right
years.
now. It's
Many
2
years.
quarterbacks that are the best right now.
Can I guess?
I say
I got
3.
one. I got one.
2 of them that run is motherfucking the boy in Baltimore.
Yeah,
He
Who
and what's
run
he done?
every motherfucking
What-
category.
what's
Then
he
you got
done?
the other motherfucker who in
Okay,
Buffalo.
What's Lamar done?
Hold on. Buffalo.
What's he done? He's got
Who
one
run it?
playoff win. One in his career. One.
Man, I'm hanging up this. You sound crazy as fuck, man.
No,
Lamar should be the face of the
he got
NFL,
two.
but we got
I think he
people
got
like
two.
you.
I think he
We got
two.
people.
Being
Hold on.
honest, man.
Lamar Jackson should be the face of the NFL, but we got people
Why?
like you that
Why?
think y'all know
Why?
every
Why?
fucking thing and
Tell
say,
me
"Oh
why
yeah,
Lamar should be
he
the
should be the
face.
face of the NFL because he run the
Okay,
ball
go
or
back
he
then.
talk
No,
like
no.
this."
Tell me
The
why.
fuck out of here, bro. Shut up, bro.
Tell me
The
why.
fuck out of here, bro.
No. If
You don't know
smart guy,
shit.
be a
That's why
smart
they
guy.
fired your ass as a GM.
Let's hear it.
The
Let's
fuck
hear
are
it.
you talking about, nigga? Lamar Jackson is the best quarterback in the league. Him and Joe Burrow.
And not Patrick Mahomes.
Damn, you missed Patrick Mahomes? You don't like Patrick?
Patrick Mahomes got 6 interceptions in
fucking
6
nuts.
games.
All right, playing
That's
bad
That's how you
this
know he
year.
don't know shit, bro.
He playing bad this year. He playing bad
God,
this
I
year.
know.
What the fuck are you talking
He
about?
playing bad this year.
Man, listen.
He playing bad this
Y'all
year.
need to stop looking at fucking YouTube and look at the stats and watch the fucking games.
You
Because
watch the
if
fucking
you two
tape.
motherfuckers
Yeah,
are
then you talk
telling
to
me,
You watch the
if you were
tape, then you
telling me,
talk to
Scott,
You have
that
no clue
Patrick
what you're talking
Mahomes,
about. You have zero
if you're
clue what
telling me
you're
that
talking about.
Patrick
You're drunk,
Mahomes
you're fucking
should be the
stoned,
number one
you're
quarterback
fucking
of the
mind.
NFL, you out your last mind.
I like. Hey,
You don't know nothing.
Period.
Nothing.
I don't know.
See ya.
I don't know. Hey, Scott. All I do is watch games, Scott.
Okay, that's all I do too.
Patty playing bad.
You get paid for it.
Patty playing
What'd you say, Scott? Hold
You're
on.
saying Pat.
Hold
you're
on.
saying Pat,
Click this
you're saying-
motherfucker to me and Scott.
You're saying Pat Mahomes is not the best quarterback in the NFL.
No, you know who the best coach is, though?
No.
Andy fucking Reid.
Okay, that's fine.
Bro, stop talking to me like, bro, I'm in the locker room, bro. I watch everything, bro.
Okay,
You can't tell me. Hey, look, check this out.
Too.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah, ask me a question.
If you put Patrick Mahomes on, you could pick a team.
It wouldn't matter.
What?
Wouldn't matter.
You crazy as hell.
No, he's a playmaker.
You crazy as hell, man.
We call
man,
him.
hey, listen. Hey, look, weed is legal in Ohio, but I need whatever the fuck you on, bro.
I'll say this.
Out your last
I'll say this,
mind,
Scott.
bro.
I'll say this, Scott. It wouldn't matter
if Patrick Mahomes is not with Andy Reid, bro. He's just a fucking player.
Hear me out.
No,
it wouldn't matter. It wouldn't matter now, but it wouldn't matter earlier in his career.
It would, bro.
Earlier in his career.
Put the nigga right now with the Jaguars.
Yeah, he'd be just fine.
You crazy as fuck. You crazy.
I guarantee
man, all the late throws, man, all the shit that, like, really, bro, motherfuckers be wide open in Andy Reid offense, bro. What are you talking about, bro? Do you see the mixed direction?
Yeah, but the guy's got to throw the ball. The guy's got to hit him,
bro. Nick, bro,
the guy's got to hit him.
Who was the quarterback before him? Let me ask you a question.
Alex Smith.
Alex Smith was a fucking bum.
You ain't gotta tell me. I know. I played
guess
twice a year.
Guess how far they went.
You comparing Alex?
Guess how far they went, twin?
To Mahomes?
We played him twice a year.
Wait, are you comparing him to Mahomes?
And what I'm telling you is, this is what I'm saying.
Back-to-back Super Bowls.
If Andy Reid got anybody that can fucking throw the ball half of a fucking, just think about it.
Andy Reid.
Hold on, let's hold on. All right, cool. Name all the quarterbacks he had. All right, let's go through it. Name the quarterbacks he had.
Where?
Balling.
Mike Vick.
Balling.
And now
whoa.
Hold on. Hold my ass.
Alex Smith.
Balling. The only motherfucker that he had that wasn't balling was Vince Young, punk ass.
Yeah, I remember.
Every other motherfucking quarterback that Andy Reid done had have been balling.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. End of discussion. So you lost that battle.
No, not even close.
What you talking about? You talking about? Oh
you
yeah.
Tell me Patrick Mahomes
man, everywhere Andy Reid go, bro. Andy Reid is a fucking GOAT. Like we talk about all these other coaches.
He can go away.
We don't really talk about all these. We talk about one other coach. I talk about one other coach.
Well, it's two. It's two. It's not really one, but
yeah.
We talk about two.
Okay, two. Yeah, I get two. I get the other one. I know you're talking about.
See, hold up. This is what makes sports great. Is that you can have these arguments and there's no really right answer, but you can have opinions. And this
it's called a debate.
That's correct.
Scott, don't get in your panties over there, Scott. I'm just talking shit to you.
No, I'm with you too. I love
it. Scotty good.
I don't care if he ain't. You know,
he can handle it, bro.
That's why we on here.
But I will say this.
Hey, Scott. Only thing I'm gonna tell you, if you was with Andy Reid and you just said what you said.
I was with Andy Reid.
Earlier in his career,
I've been around a lot of coaches, bro. Hey, Scott,
I have too.
I've been around a lot of fucking coaches.
Me too.
I've studied a lot of coaches. I played 15 years, so I know a lot of offensive coordinators. I'm quite sure you know way more than I know.
No,
but as a player playing against all these people, Andy Reid is by far the number one motherfucker that I've been through in my 15 years.
What makes him so good?
What about Mike Holmgren?
It's the fucking movement, bro. It's the movement.
Mike Holmgren too.
But he ain't Andy, bro. Like
shit, he learned.
I swear to God, bro. One week, when we played him, I'm going through the film. I literally watched damn near 600 plays of first down.
Yeah.
I'm just talking about first down. Man, these bitches might have 3 plays that was the same, bro.
Right. I mean, what makes Andy and Kyle Shanahan so tough is the movement.
Shanahan them like all right. So I ain't hear y'all say Shanahan. All right, now Shanahan and like it's a comparison, but it ain't a really comparison. Like right
Andy number
now,
one. Andy
like all
number
right,
one.
Shanahan
Kyle,
them
right
dad,
there.
the Shanahan family by far as a group, I would say is the best. But right now, Lil Shanahan, and this my boy. Like I've been knowing Coach Shanahan a long time. Like
Yeah.
I ain't gotta put all my business out in the street. But he is not motherfucking Andy.
Oh no. Andy
No
number
way.
one. And there's no close number. There's no close number, but
You
Kyle.
missed one more. I told you it was 3.
I love McVay. I played for McVay.
McVay, yes.
Sean
Okay,
is
okay.
cold.
Now we
Boy.
know. And McVay started that shit. Like
Sean is
all these
cold.
motherfuckers that with McVay got a job. All these motherfuckers with Andy Reid got a job.
Yeah, same with Kyle. All these dudes with Kyle got a job.
Everybody with Cal got a job. Everybody, all these niggas got head coaching jobs. So
Yeah,
these 3 motherfuckers know something special.
man. I love Sean, bro. Sean was when I was in LA. Sean was like, we was lighting it. I was like, damn, I see why we lighting it up, bro. The motions and movements and things we had
Man,
going
that shit
on versus
different. And
theirs.
all hey, look, that's crazy you said it. You know, all them come from the same tree though, right?
That's Mike Holmgren taught.
I
Andy
worked with
Reid.
two.
That's
Oh,
I worked with 2
oh,
or 3 of them.
Mike Owen t-shirt.
Me and McVay used to meet every morning. Every morning.
Mike Hope. Come on,
Bro,
bro.
let me
I'm
tell
an
you all
offensive
this.
guy.
All right,
Mike,
so Scott should know this. All this shit come from Shanahan, bro.
Correct.
oh
I
yeah,
don't know what the fuck you
absolutely.
It
talking
came from
about, bro.
Walsh.
Absolutely.
It came from
Absolutely.
Walsh
Like,
first.
ain't no nigga.
Absolutely.
Everybody learn this shit from Shanahan.
Started with Bill, got the Mike, and then Mike
Yep.
Shanahan is the one, like
Yeah.
all like the same, and they calling it the same shit. That's the crazy part about it.
exact same, bro.
Z left, check, boom, 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 boom. Like, I'm like, God damn. I can hear these niggas talking at the line. They saying the same play.
It's all West Coast stuff. Big
Yes,
time.
that West Coast thing was like,
The only
it's hard though too. If you're
outs-
not like no discipline, if you ain't disciplined on defense, you fucked.
Yep.
You can go ahead and hang it up, bro.
outside of the West Coast system, only system that I absolutely love that is like complex and can get you, and part of it because of who was playing quarterback was Peyton's system. Peyton's system was different. His shit was
Yeah,
different.
you can't like
And
even
we was and when
you
we
got
was
Brady in there,
rolling,
too.
like when he good, and
But
we
Brady
was
too,
rolling.
bro. Brady,
Yeah, Brady another one too.
like
Brady another one too.
Brady and Peyton, they ran their own shit. Like,
Yeah, they're another one.
like
Brady, I
they was
never
good,
played with
bro.
Tom though. They're
And
another
you
one
know who
too.
else?
Hey,
We
Pat.
like he only got one Super
Brock
Bowl, but
Osumbo.
like we gotta put some respect
Hey, Pac-Man.
on Aaron Rodgers' name, bro. Like,
Bro, what? You ain't got best story I've
Do
ever
me a
seen.
favor and tell
Peer
me
thrower?
what made Manning and Brady so good.
because at the line they changed every fucking thing.
So
You know
they
what
could
you're
see
doing.
it.
Scott,
Know
hey Scott, we
exactly.
come up right. We show cover 3, right?
Yep.
You see this motherfucker Brady come up or Peyton. Oh, I'm like, God damn, he's saying a whole bunch of shit. So now we're thinking, like, what the fuck is going on? Here go our defense coordinator. Oh no, we're gonna go cover 2. Man, this man done call all go and cover 2. He hit the motherfucker right down the seam. Like, I'm like, Jesus Christ.
So they could see it from the
Yeah,
get-go.
like to me, Peyton,
Yep.
Brady,
Yep.
and Aaron Rodgers,
Yep.
Yep.
they
That's
are
a line
like,
of scrimmage.
bro, you know how you make a bobble? Like Allah, you know, you got religions, right? If we had 3 religions,
Yeah.
these 3 motherfuckers would be the 3 motherfuckers that are the gods.
Yeah.
It would be
The
Peyton Manning.
apostles. The apostles.
Yes.
They'll be
And
writing the
like,
book for sure.
come on, man. Like, and
Right.
people don't realize like it's a chess match, but it ain't. But
Yeah.
like you gotta realize like how smart these guys are.
Yeah. No. I
I've
get it.
heard.
Nah,
I've
Aaron
Scott.
Rodgers take
successful for a reason.
ayahuasca before the game, bro. You know what ayahuasca is? They're
Yeah.
like smoking dope, not weed. I'm talking about smoking crack.
Scott, I've heard Peyton in the game tell a linebacker who thought he was like trying to show he blitzing.
You
Tell him,
ain't
bro,
going.
back
You
up.
ain't
You
going.
ain't
Back
coming.
up.
I
Yeah.
literally
What you
heard
doing?
Peyton tell bro that like you ain't coming. I was like, damn.
That's awesome.
Bro, they're really
Like,
good, bro. And
like,
like,
Yeah,
like,
no.
like
they're really
the
good.
time, the
That's why they're
time
Hall of
that
Famers, you know?
the film that Peyton put in, and like he talks about body language and people lean in, and he looking at like stance, and it's crazy, bro. Like his mind.
And I will say
different.
this about the quarterbacks too. Like, they get the most grief, they get the most money, but like they put in the
Yeah.
most.
All the work. They put a whole lot of work in. Than
Them
what we
niggas
do.
don't get to go out and enjoy
Oh no!
themselves.
Tackle him! I just lost my bet.
I told you.
Don't do a
that he
CJ.
was
Don't
the
do a
MVP.
CJ. Okay,
I just
good.
lost
Go.
my bet. That's
Go.
crazy.
Did I call him the MVP at the fourth play of the game?
Let's go.
Bro,
Obviously, I'm
why?
not watching the game. What happened?
I'm
Strip
not either.
Hit, the ball got popped up.
Strip
Barton caught
sack,
the
ball got popped up. But I had a bet that the Broncos weren't gonna score 30.
I got CJ owes me a coffee pack.
Yeah, I had a bet the Broncos gonna score 30.
Popped right
No,
in
this
the air.
backup linebacker for the Broncos, number 55. He
Utah.
had the game of his
Hey.
life.
VJ, first of all, VJ out there blitzing, cover 0 on up 26-3.
What are you doing, VJ? God damn. Play
VJ
cover
just-
4, VJ. Let's just get out
VJ
of here,
just
bro.
called 0, and he disguised the 0, so that's a good thing. He decides to say that the rookie quarterback had no chance. But to be blitzing, I'm gonna text VJ. To be blitzing up 26-3, bro, that's just disrespectful.
Is that like putting a full court press on when you're up by 30?
Yeah, bro. Why? Why are we
Hey,
doing
bro.
that?
Hey, bro.
26-3.
It's called tendencies, bro. Just watch the coordinators. They do the same shit all the time.
You gotta tell me. That's all I watch. That's why Zimmy was a struggle when we played, like was a study when we played y'all. Like, because we knew what Zim was gonna give us. That's why we tried to stay out of 3rd and 7s, 3rd and 8s.
You don't want to be there because we're gonna blitz y'all.
Y'all finna come up in
It's
this
gonna be
7-8 up.
palms. It's gonna be
7-8
palms.
up.
And we're
Y'all
gonna
got
figure
all
out
these-
where
all
y'all
these dudes
going,
at the line
and
of
you're gonna make you
scrimmage.
throw the ball quick.
Yep.
Hey, Pack, I got a question for Peter. Peter, what's been your favorite game tonight? The Broncos versus the Saints, or Scott and Pac-Man arguing about quarterbacks?
We weren't arguing.
Wait, hold up.
discussing.
It's a debate, bro.
Debate.
Wait, let me
Oh,
respond.
good.
Debate.
Let me respond.
I don't got no problem with Scott.
I got
Wait.
no problem with
My
Pac-Man.
response
Zero.
is the Broncos played the Saints.
But I'm telling you, this is a big win for Denver because the Saints aren't a bad team.
I don't know why y'all keep saying that. Like, the
Well,
Saints are
okay,
a bad team.
can y'all tell me where y'all not seeing the Saints as a bad team?
Because the front fucking 8 with the Saints is very fucking good, bro.
Correct.
Do you not know who they got on their
the
front
Saints,
line?
the same front 8 that gave up almost 200 on the ground last week and put up
They
and
was
got
hurt.
50 pop.
They was hurt. 2 of them was out last week, bro.
Yeah, they're missing some of their best players.
Yeah, you tripping.
But
But
I'm
like the
just saying,
Saints are very good if they
the
help.
Saints are a good team. It's a big win for Denver on the road.
Yeah.
It's a huge win for Denver on the road.
Yeah.
In New Orleans.
In New Orleans, big win. I'm a big coordinator guy like Pac, and I ain't never been a Dennis Allen fan. Dennis Allen is all right.
Yeah, Dennis Allen trash.
Like,
I'll say it for you, bro.
yeah, all right.
He's just a guy, bro. This nigga think we playing high school football.
A lot of quarters, right? Like he all
Yeah.
right. Like, come on, man. This is the same dude that caught the man-to-man on 3rd and 16 against Philly and gave up the crossing route, calling
Same dude
man-to-man.
that made up a
Calling
whole
one
blitz at the halftime calling hamburger.
Right, one eye man-to-man on 3rd and 16. Like, what are we talking about here? We talking Dennis Allen. Tough, man. Tough. 26-50. 1 now.
They gave up a lot of points now the last 2 weeks.
All right, he should be on his way out. If this is anybody else,
Yeah.
they fired Robert Saleh for less.
Yeah.
They fired him for less.
No, you're right. You're right.
No, they fired Salah.
He won 26-51, bro.
It was because of Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, facts. Ain't no fact. Yeah, he
But let's get to it.
You got what
All
you.
right,
You
hey
got
Scott,
what
you
you
a
wish
GM.
All right, Pac-Man. Let me
All
ask you a
right.
question.
Hey Scott, boom. Woody
What?
coming here. Hey, look, man, this shit ain't going right. We gotta call Aaron and see if he like this motherfucker or not. We ain't seen what happened early. Hey, Aaron. Hey, yo. What's up, Woody? Sorry that we lost, man. We played hard out. Hey, yeah, but I think it's something got to do with the head coach. He's a fucking horrible leader. Oh, yeah, I've been told you that. I said it in the press conference. All right, man, you talk.
Have you ever
Hey,
had that, Scott?
Scott, I talked to fucking Aaron. He said, this motherfucker is a slumbag.
Have
Who
you
we
ever had
gonna
one of
fire?
your? Have you
I
ever had
would.
one
You
of
know
your?
how it go.
I would
What, how
never.
it go, Scott?
Yeah.
I would never ever reach out to a player about a coach ever.
You
It
ain't the
isn't.
owner though, Scott.
What if
It
you
doesn't.
walk in your office?
It doesn't matter. I'd rather be fired than not be a good dude. I would talk to the head coach,
That's why I respect.
which I fired one during midseason. I had to,
Yeah.
and I stayed him for a year, and I never forget.
Hold on. You saved him 4 years, Scott?
Yeah, no, I kept fighting for him because I thought, because I'm a good dude and I just want to fucking take care of people,
Yeah.
families and shit,
I respect that.
And yeah, we played in Cleveland, we lost, flew back, landed like at midnight in San Fran, and then the owner and his son, who's now the owner, said, "Can you come to our apartment?" Which was right around the corner from the facility. So we came back to the facility.
Who'd you fire? Mike? You talking about Mike No or Mike Single?
Mike Nolan.
Yeah, when you fire Mike No?
Yeah, I had to.
He deserved it too, though.
Hold on. Let him finish. Let him finish for the people.
Yeah, but it was just like, so we drove to their apartment. I followed them, whatever. And
What was you thinking when you drove over there, Scott?
It wasn't good.
Did you think you was getting fired, or did you?
No. They weren't going to fire me.
Yeah, Scott just got there at that time.
Well, no. I've been there for probably 3 years, 4 years at the time.
Well, y'all fired Mike. Y'all fired Mike in 09? Y'all fired Mike in 09?
Yeah, I got there in 05.
You got there in 05, they fired him in 09? Yep.
Yeah.
I remember.
And
trash too.
I'll never forget. So, I go and sit down with them.
Hey, the best thing you ever did was getting Frank Gordo, but go ahead, sir.
Yeah, me and Frank are tight.
Hey.
But yeah, they're like, we're going to fire Mike. And I never forget, before I got the airplane, Mike said, call me after if you have a meeting. So it's like 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning. I don't know what time it was. And Mike says, what's going on? And I knew that they wanted to let him go. And I kept fighting for him because he's a good dude. He's a damn good defensive-minded coach. We just couldn't win, and he just handled things the wrong way here or there, whatever. And he said, "What's happening?" I said, "Nothing." I said, "You're fine." I'll never forget it because I lied to him, and it's the worst feeling I have to this day.
Oh, dang, Scott! Come on, Scott. You learned from that though.
Oh yeah.
But dang, we can't do that. Hey, so let me ask you a question. Did they make you do it, or did they say they was gonna do it?
I was downstairs. It's lunchtime. I was working out, and his sister was the secretary. And she came down crying. She goes, "You got to come upstairs." Jed, who's the owner now.
Who's the owner now? Yeah.
Yeah. He says is in with Mike. And I'm like, okay. And I had no clue what was going on, but apparently it was on Pro Football Talk, whatever. But it was out there somewhere. So I walk in.
Oh, that's Peter's website.
It is. But
Slumbag.
But I didn't tell Peter that though. I didn't.
No, I'm just fucking with him.
Yeah, no. So I went up there and.
Well, at least they didn't make you do it. At least they did it.
Well, no. I walked in and he says, "Are you really firing me?" And I looked at Jed. And Jed looked at me. I'm like, "Well, yeah, we're gonna let you go." I guess that's firing. I don't know. Because
don't sugarcoat it.
Well, his freaking daughter was our nanny for my kids.
Oh.
I mean, it was it was like close, but we had to do it.
All right, but you don't think about it like that when you think about the players. So you gotta get out your feelings when you find these motherfuckers.
I never find a player in my life. And
you never find a player in your life. That's a lie.
Nope.
Fine.
That's truth.
Oh, fine.
Never find a player, which that's love.
Yeah, that is real love. I wish you'd have had me. Jesus Christ. Why the fuck did San Francisco not draft me?
I want to find you.
Because they were so far back, bro.
If you're playing on Sundays.
Bro, they wasn't that far back. They
That's all I
got
care
my boy.
about.
He was 20 something.
Well, they went number 1 that year.
No, they won number 1. They won number 1.
You can draft on 506. On 506.
They came out on 5.
Oh, no,
They took Frank Gore.
They took Frank Gore.
Yeah.
In the third round.
2005.
Yeah.
I was the first defensive player pick, bro. I was
Picked up
going.
the board. I know, bro. You know I
West
know.
Virginia. I remember you.
Yeah, I should have went to Miami.
Hell nah.
It's all the choices.
If I would have went to Miami, bro, I would never got suspended, bro. I went to Tennessee, bro. It was white as fuck, bro. I'm talking about like sheep white, bro. Like this shit was the worst place ever to go, bro. Only thing I had was Jeff Fisher, bro. Only thing I had was Jeff Fisher, bro.
You think you would have played for Saban, bro?
I don't play for anybody but living in.
You think you
It wasn't about me playing. I always played good, but like the city of fucking Tennessee at that time was not allowing a young black American that just turned 21 with fucking $40 million, bro.
Yeah.
I stayed next door to George Jones. They did not like that shit.
What I'm saying is this: I ain't talking about playing. The strict rules and the strict of Nick Saban, you would have had so many arguments.
Man. I ain't nobody studying
him. You'd have ready to fight him,
bro. Fuck Nick Saban. This is not college. This is the NFL.
That's what you would have told him too.
Which would have been perfect. Guess what?
Jeff was making sure you good.
By the time I got through talking to his ass, he got out of there before I did. Shit, Nick Saban got fired in a year. I at least made it 2 years, see?
I was just thinking about the head coach you would have. You and Nick, you think you'd have.
Well, like me personally, bro, I like to work hard. So, like, literally, this is no bullshit. I've never had no problems. And Peter tell you, like, with no coaches, as far as work ethic because I don't know no other way, bro. I'm from the slums, so like,
you're a first round pick, bro.
I don't mind working hard. Like, you don't got to tell me nothing about practice. Now, when I leave this motherfucker, in
Miami, bro, you would have been.
Miami would have been even better, bro. Because they would have understood the movement. I had already had a condo down there moving down there crazy. You know what I'm saying? But like a black dude in Nashville, Tennessee.
I agree with you being in Nashville. I agree with you being in Nashville. That's kind of.
I'm telling you, bro. It's Tonka Truck, bro. It was like, and like, I'm from Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia. Georgia racist.
Catch the ball. What are we
Man.
But boy, it ain't like Nashville. I'll tell you that. That shit different in Nashville, bro.
By the way, you notice they took out Spencer Rattler?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you? What you doing with a minute left? That's a good verse, Romans 6:13.
Right. So we're wavering way away from the football game. Pac, is there any way in our lifetime that racism is going to be tolerable to people of color? Are we going to make enough progress?
Pac is out of there.
I think Pac's gone.
But you can actually, boy.
Well, you live in California. Oh, you live in California, the land of the fruits and the nuts.
We live in some crazy times.
There's no doubt. So 33-3 right now. Here are the stats. Because
I got a question. Speaking on that racism, we're just gonna bring it back. You think it's more social these days, or is it biological like it used to be?
What do you mean biological?
Like how you look, because now racism is a lot more social status than it is how you look. Like if you black with money, ain't too many people talking about you bad unless they got more money than you.
It's a socioeconomic issue more than a race.
Right, than a race issue. Right, that's what I'm saying. It's more socioeconomic issue than it's more than a, hey, you're not supposed to be here because you this color. It's more, you ain't supposed to be here because you ain't got this money. I see.
I don't agree with that at all. To tell you the truth.
Okay. I mean, I don't agree with none of it, but
yeah, no. But I'm just saying, from the standpoint of being a personnel guy, and majority of people I deal with consider minorities, whatever they want to call them.
Whatever they call us, yeah.
I don't call them minorities. I call them the black, white, purple. It don't matter to me.
VJ brought 0 again. Hainer, play my man Hainer, man. I told him play my man from Monte Vista. Sat there, looked at the 0, threw a nice touchdown pass.
But I never get involved in it. Some of my best people I ever met, best friends, are black guys.
I think it's.
I'm a white guy.
Yeah, I think it's tough for y'all. Like, it ain't tough for me. Like, when I went to Carolina and I got that, I remember calling P too. I was in Huntsville, went to Applebee's, right? Me and Raquel, and that's the first time I experienced it, not being from the South. But when it's more like y'all in the position where y'all are in the funk to me. Like, it's more like what? It don't even make sense, especially when you got good people like y'all three. Like, y'all see it and y'all understand it, or y'all get it, but it's like, why? I don't even do it. So how can you
hold up? See, so not to change the subject, but I'm looking at the Saints bench. Hayner scored a touchdown, and they're all laughing and joking because it's his first TD. You're getting your ass kicked 33-10. There ain't no celebrating. I don't care if it's your first touchdown. What are you doing? Look at that.
Correct.
I'm sorry. It's
No,
33-10.
You gotta. I agree with you to a point, though, Pete. You gotta take some. Like, obviously, no laughing and joking, but like, look at the drive that he put together, and it's like you gotta take some positive out of it. I'm not saying you gotta hee kiki ha ha, but I am saying we can be excited about how we just put a drive together, and obviously we started Spencer Rattler.
CJ, Peter's Billy being in the locker room with the ball bat, going at the stereo after a loss. That's Peter Schaffer. He's we lost.
He's not Billy Bean. No. He's married.
Right. But yeah, I hear you. I'm not the laughing and all that. I hear you, but like the drive they just put together with him in the game, it makes you go, dang. What if we would have? You feel me?
I get that, but I'm just saying right now, there's no celebrating, no nothing. We got our asses kicked.
Correct.
Let's go to the
At home.
room. At
home.
We peed down our legs.
Oof.
Yeah.
Eddie Culp, I'm 67. Seen many bad Saints teams. This is getting close to the worst.
Yeah, let Scott and Pac-Man tell you they're not bad, bro. They're bad.
What the thing about it is, this is 2 weeks in a row they give up a lot of points, and if you can't play defense, which that's what's been their go-to, you're in trouble.
Before Pac-Man got off, right? We talked about the Cowboys. We talking about the Saints.
Yep.
Right. As far as like, why are you bad? Scott would tell you ain't building no depth. If you just relying on starters, you're not gonna win championships nor be good. You gotta have depth, bro. We played 8 games with Brock Osweiler. We beat Pac-Man with Brock Osweiler. Right? You gotta have depth on the team to be good.
100%.
I get that. Right now, like they're showing Sean Payton. You know, going back to New Orleans, he got a Woody the size of freaking Texas.
Oh, if he wanted, he tried to put up 40 if he could.
But he ain't showing nothing. He's being cool. He ain't trying to. Yeah. But I guarantee you, they get in the locker room, he gonna be hooting and hollering.
Oh, as he should. And they got a nice long weekend.
And then he's
CJ, if you're playing for Sean Payton right now, when he came in the locker room, would you give him a game ball?
Of course. Sean deserved that, right? Like, he stepped out, took some years off, came back. People didn't doubt him there. I like Sean Payton. Like, the hard coaching and all that, I'm on that. That ain't never really bothered me at all. What are we doing? Oh, good catch.
No, onside kick.
Yeah, no, I'm saying, it wasn't even going 10 yards and he go touch the ball. But no, I've always had a high respect for Sean. We didn't put him in that list too. Like, Sean is also a good play caller as well on that list. One of those old school play callers.
Correct.
Right. So,
correct.
I've always liked Sean. Always respected him as his opponent. Always had good conversations with him after the game. Sean, good guy, and he deserves this. Coming back home, there's nothing like I ain't never got a chance to go back to Denver and run all over Denver. I had big plans. He just never lined up for us like that. But coming back to a place that you built, remember, New Orleans was not good. Katrina just hit. Sean come in there. They had a solid season. Next year they had a winning season. Year after that, they go win the Super Bowl. Year after that, they lose. And they lose to Scott and them. what was that divisional round, right?
Yep.
Yep, they lose to Scott in the divisional and a tight game too.
Yep.
On a quarterback sweep by Alex Smith, right? Like they lose in the divisional round.
Well, it was Marshawn Lynch. Remember he made the big run.
Oh, that one too. I forgot about that one too. A couple
Yeah.
years later, you had the big run with Marshawn Lynch in the divisional round.
Yeah.
No, oh yeah, I'm talking about the Harbaugh days though. You wasn't there then. I'm talking about the Harbaugh days.
No, I was in Seattle.
Yeah, you was in Seattle by that time. Yeah, so I'm talking about the Harbaugh days. Lose to San Francisco, right, in the championship game in San Francisco, right? Then come back divisional round. Actually play a 7-9 Seattle team, but because they win the division, they get a home game. You get hit with the Beast Quake. Then you got to think about it. In 2018, you get hit with the pass interference. Also in 2016, you get hit with the catch by Stephon Diggs. It's a lot of history and things that Sean went through there where he could have won multiple games, been in multiple Super Bowls if he didn't have some bad luck. So it's good to see him win and do his thing.
Speaking of the past, let's think about the present. 225 rushing yards for the Denver Broncos today.
That's huge.
88 of them by Javonte, 75 of them by Bo Nix. CJ, what do you like? Javonte back?
It was good. You got to be consistent. I mean, they got to get them going, but two, like just look at last week. Like New Orleans just 4 days ago couldn't stop the run, and they proved that they couldn't stop the run again today. You know, can you run the ball against teams that are stout up front and can do those things? It looked good today. You got to build off that momentum and let it keep going. But when running backs put multiple games together, that's when I like to say they're back. You know, anybody can have one hot game. Scott can tell you that. But if you can put multiple games together, it's like, okay, now you are who you're supposed to be.
And also 2 touchdowns for Javonte as well.
Which is big. That's big time, right? Get him in the end zone. Let him feel that pay dirt. That's love.
I'm telling you guys, he's a good player. I'm telling you, he's coming back from the knee. He's a good player.
What about? Sorry, finish, Scott.
I was just see. He just getting going. He's still young. You know, the knee's tough, and sometimes it takes 2 years from some guys to get off a knee. And he's talented, and he's like CJ. He's a power guy. He's a between the tackles guy. He's got good instincts, and he's got a burst to him.
Bo Nix finished the game 16 for 26, just 164 yards, passer rating of 79.6. Good game for Bo Nix. Average game. How do you rate Bo Nix's game?
They put up 33. That's all that matters. You know, meaning he's doing the right stuff. They're running the ball. They're throwing the ball. They're scoring points.
They're not asking Bo to go be Matthew Stafford or Sam Darnold. They're not asking him to go put up 245, 50, 300-yard games. As long as he protect the football, which obviously that happened today, right? Make the right throws, right? Sustain drives on third downs. Use his legs when he can. Design runs. Make sure those go positive, right? Yep, Broncos will be okay.
Yep.
Hey, here's Rob. No. Here's the stat line of the game, and I called it the 4th play of the game. Cody Barton, 8 tackles, 1 sack,
6 solo tackles,
1 quarterback hit, interception, 1 touchdown. I called him the MVP at the 4th play of the game.
He did call that early, CJ. I don't know if you were on by the time he called that.
Oh, I wasn't on that early, but he said if the game ended now, he'll be MVP. That's what he said, and
that's what I'm saying.
He played real solid.
The game ended now, and he kept playing. Just saying.
He played real solid.
I'm
Good
just
call,
saying.
Pete. Hey,
it's not bad for a Jewish guy.
It's your client. That's your client, Pete. You got him.
No, I'm gonna camp out by his hotel though. I'll tell you that much. Here's a little update for you lads. The New York Mets 2. We're in the bottom of the 8th or the top of the 8th. The New York Mets 2. The Los Angeles Dodgers 10.
What channel?
Ooh.
Fox Sports 1.
Okay.
Who
They're
up?
about to go. The Dodgers up 10-2, and Ohtani just fouled one off his shin.
Oh, wow. They're finna go up 3-1 on their boom bums. No New York.
Right now, the bases loaded for Ohtani. 2 outs, top of the 8th.
By the way, did you guys notice Cortland Sutton was basically a no-show for the game? No targets, no receptions?
He was just out there. Good cardio for him. Hey, you're going to have games like that in the NFL, man. unless you like the guy.
Well, that's what I'm saying though about, we were talking about $50 million quarterbacks, right? And Dak Prescott had a passer rating of 11. If you are Mahomes or whoever, you guys want to agree the best quarterback in football, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, you never have a game that bad. I'm sorry.
I mean, Pac-Man told me don't blame Jerry, but like, bro, I wouldn't have never gave Dak $60 million. I'm just sorry. I wouldn't have done it. I'm not a GM. I'm not the smartest GM. I don't know the formula, but I know Dak not $60 million. I know that.
I'm with you.
It was just like, hey, look, I'm being honest about CJ Anderson. CJ Anderson ain't $15 million a year.
But the thing about it is, CJ, you identify early and you extend early. And if if you don't extend early,
you're in trouble.
There's a reason why.
Yeah, you're in trouble. If I ever wanted to become a GM, I like that strategy. Grabbing you 2-3 years left on your contract, getting you before the market even A exceeds crazy. Well, and B, getting you paid to make you happy. Right. Yeah. And showing you respect. You are playing well, so let's move you up.
Correct. I did it with a bunch of my guys. I told you this the other day that I had GMs calling me like, "What are you doing?" I was young, I'm like, I'm extending my players, the ones I drafted, the ones I identified who are my guys. Like, you can't do that because now all of a sudden we have to do that. I'm like, well, I don't give a shit about you.
That's awesome. We're trying to keep our people here.
Yeah, I'm taking care of the Patrick Willis's, the Frank Gore's, the Joe State, all them cats, because I identified guys I drafted that were going to be part of the structure going forward. And they were 100%.
Absolutely. Hey, as we wrap this up, though, a fun game for the Broncos. 33 points. The coffee's going to taste delicious. CJ, don't worry. I just drink black coffee. I'm simple and easy.
He got Scott, you, CJ. He got you.
He got me back. He got me back. We'll find a bet back.
Absolutely. I'm fair game. So as thinking of the game and the Broncos, especially with the little extended off time. What are your thoughts going into the next game and the wrap up of this game?
Well, they got a bye week, don't they?
So they got the extended. Yeah,
they got the Panthers.
They got the actual.
No,
the 27th ain't next Sunday. Are y'all high? Or no, I'm high. Yep, you're right. It is. Next
Sunday. No, they get 2 extra days.
Pac-Man was high.
Thursday.
Yeah.
The 27th is next. They got Carolina. Like this here's your win streak again, right? Before they got to go up to play Baltimore, which is gonna be a good game for them. But like they got Carolina. Like this is another. I know Scott Brothers over there, but this is another disaster roster right now. Where it's a game they should win at home.
No, it's my son, not my brother. But...
Oh yeah, your son. My bad. I meant to say your son.
No, it's all good.
Yeah, but he's listening. But he's listening to the show.
Oh no, he is. He's
watching. And I bet he's listening to his dad too. Hey, I'm just being honest. He know what he walk into.
He's watching tape. From the standpoint of the Broncos, I think it's a huge win on the road at New Orleans. Huge, because most people would not have thought that beginning of the season they could go to New Orleans and win like they did. And they dominated. And that's pretty freaking impressive. Are they a great team? Who knows? But are they solid? For sure. So teams will take notice of this and know if they play Denver, they better bring their A game for sure.
That's true.
No, absolutely. Peter, what are your thoughts going after of the game and going in next week against Carolina?
Well, I thought that they would win. I'm a little shocked by the depth of the victory. I think it's a coefficient of two things. VJ had the defense running on all cylinders. A lot of guys making plays. We're talking about the young guy Barton, and at Bo Nix, you say he only had 100 whatever yards, 100. He was a game manager. Mm-hmm. They didn't ask him to do things he couldn't do. They didn't ask him to win the game. They just said, just don't.
Just don't turn the ball over. I got
lose the game, and that's what he did.
Don't turn the ball over.
If you're on defense, you could win with a game manager. You don't need to have.
And if you run the ball too,
that's right.
200 some yards.
Oh. Yeah, if you can run the ball, man,
that's right.
No matter. I mean, if you can run the ball, no matter what team you play on, you're gonna be highly successful.
225 rushing yards. There, CJ. What are your parting thoughts here as we wrap this up.
I love it. I mean, I love the way they play. They play really well. Like I said, the defense is flying around. If they can keep that running, keep that run game and keep it going, right? Keep both can keep from not turning the football over. If the defense can continue, right? This ain't nothing new. VJ, they've been creating turnovers. If they can continue to create turnovers, and this is all without their number one player, Patrick Surtain.
Yep.
So if they can continue to create turnovers and do those things going into Carolina, they should be fine. They should be real good for the challenge going up to Baltimore in 2 weeks. They shouldn't overlook this, though. You don't overlook no team. You don't overlook no team.
We got to say good stuff about Carolina because my son, he's sitting right next to me.
Hey, I love Carolina. It's in Charlotte. It's one of the banking centers of the world. So, yeah, I love it. Hey,
there you go.
As we wrap this up, Bobby, important question for Agent Peter. How many computer monitors does it take an agent to process the contract?
I told you we got a bunch over there. Plus the iPad, Bobby. Plus the iPad.
And the computer.
Yeah, and the laptop, right?
iPads. Let's go plural. 2 iPads and the MacBook. Let's go.
He got 4 screens, MacBook, 2 iPads.
And he does actually go outside to coach lacrosse, so he's not getting the tan from the monitors too. He's getting real sunlight. He's getting real sunlight.
Tell him, Pete. Tell him you got all contracts up at once.
So guys,
let's go.
Hey, great job tonight, guys. It was fun. Hey, Peter, thanks for lining up the guests. That was a lot of fun talking to Vic. I talked to Casey, sent him a message saying, hey, we'll get you back on when we got more time. Adam kind of took up more time than we expected, but we'll get Casey back on in the future. And it was getting fun talking to Vic as well. And CJ, keep working between the pipes for the ads. We need a goalie.
That and make sure I'm writing my annotations great. Pete, I do got one thing for you to tell Casey though. Not only learn the offensive coordinators, learn the O-line coaching protections. That'll make him a whole lot better up here mentally as a defensive lineman as he doing his thing. I know he got a long way to go. He'll reach me, but I'm just giving you.
He works.
Some friendly advice. You wouldn't have took me if you don't grind. I know that.
Yeah, he grinds.
but let him know, like if you learn the offensive coaches, if you learn the offensive coordinators, but if you learn the offensive line coach who usually handle the protections, he can make a whole lot of money sacking the quarterback.
All right. Hey, tomorrow we're going to noon, but I'm gonna be live from Children's Hospital giving platelets.
Nice.
Love it. We're going live. I'll be up 11 o'clock. We're going live. Talk about this week's games. I know we got some buff stuff going on. We got the great matchup with T-Mac and Travis Hunter. I love it.
A lot of fun stuff to talk about and to recap about the game. Let it digest and marinate here for a few hours before we talk again tomorrow.
All right, we'll see you tomorrow.
It's Scott's dog's making a cameo in the corner. Let's go.
Look at that.
She wants to go outside. She has to go potty.
I got to go outside and go potty too.
All right, guys. I'll talk to you
later.
All right, my
later, guys.
Later.